Good evening and welcome back to West Ham United. And as you can see from the ticker tape along the bottom, Matt, I had no news literally, 10 seconds ago, and I've just been fed the news and the starting lineup. From what we've been told, it's not officially confirmed, but we have been told that Lanzini drops to the bench, like you said last night, Matt, in the preview, and Fornals starts. Thoughts on that?
It'll be interesting to see where he plays, though. Because will he play Fornals as number 10 or will he play Benrahma as the number 10?
Yeah, I'm just going to try and see if I can put the team up everyone. Fornals and then Antonio. So, sorry, go for it, mate.
I say it depends where he's going to play him. Is he going to play him as a number 10 Fornals? Is it like he did against Burnley? Or is he going to play him as the winger and move Benrahma in the middle? Because like you said, we need that ball carrier. I think I'd rather have Benrahma in the middle. You made the point last night about Lanzini that he made the difference in the first game when he come on at half time because we had no ball carrier in the middle. So
yeah,
I don't know. He's Fornals in natural position though, number 10. But I don't know. Yeah, I think they can swap him at the change. Maybe you can do a bit of that during the game, see who does better in each position.
Yep. Absolutely, mate. While you're on, obviously make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up and leave some comments. And remember, today's video is sponsored by our channel sponsor, One Football.
One Football have teamed up with West Ham United to give you the best app available. And the best part about it is, for many people, is it's free. F-R-E-E, free. It's a great app. It's got notifications, live scores, breaking news. You can specify it to your own specific club. With us, West Ham, that's going to be our team. It's got everything you could possibly want from a football app. It's updated to the point. You get everything you could possibly want. News, live scores, live updates, you name it, it's got it. Just go to the description in the channel, in our videos, and download it from there, and it'll be downloaded right for free. I'm looking forward to it. I use the app all the time, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. And no, I'm not trying to sell it, but it does work. So, One Football, team up with West Ham United, go out there, download it, go on, do it. You know you want to, go on, download it now.
Think he's stressing that enough?
I'm just reading the comment, mate.
All right, okay, what is it? That's the wrong ad. We want to kidnap Stell, not the David De Gea. Toby, have you downloaded the One Football app by clicking the link in the description below? Because if you click the link in the description below, then I'll play you the video all day long. If you are watching, click the link in the description below, and we will get back on it. Don't you worry. So, like I said, we're waiting for the official team news to get announced. But as we know, I'm just going to try and put this back up again for everyone. Fabianski should be in goal as we expect. Soufal, Dawson, Ogbonna and Creswell with the back four. Rice, Souček in front of them protecting the back line. Bowen, Fornals, Benrahma and Antonio. And are you coming in? Are you coming in the background? Yep, let's bring him in. Stell, everyone wants your video, mate. It's famous. And you should see what we've got planned for your video in the next couple of weeks, mate.
What?
Oh, look, you can tell. Listen, this is what live with West Ham United does. Stell's under the thumb. Look, there he goes. He's gone. He's under the thumb.
Oh, stop rabbling on. You talk so much absolute bollocks.
Right, talk to me, Stell. You've seen the team news from what we're waiting for the official confirmation, but it's not. It's really kind of what we expected, isn't it?
Yeah, there's absolutely no surprises. We weren't expecting anything else. I think people were talking about whether Lanzini would start or not. I'm not surprised that he's not starting. You know, I just couldn't see it, to be honest. I think I'm kind of a bit confused that people would have. I think he played well against Doncaster, but he had a poor game against. If you guys saw in the background what Anton's doing, he says, "I'm under the thumb." You should see him. Sorry, darling. What? Oh, sorry. Oh, it won't be long, sweetheart. I'm okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, darling. The game won't last long. He can talk. Yeah, he didn't do that well against West Brom, did he, mate?
Well, I called it last night. I called it last night, and Ant was like, "No, I play Lanzini." For me, it's
sort it out with the missus, mate.
Not technically, is better.
What are you saying? Sorry.
Go on. Don't worry about it. Go on, Matt.
I think Lanzini, as an attacking aspect, is probably technically better than Fornals. Well, I just think that foul. What was it? Foul was it? It was a training ground injury before the 2018 World Cup when he was with Argentina. That has like ruined his career. He is not the same player, and he's got the technical ability, but he hasn't got the mobility. Like he's so much slower.
He's so slow. Yeah, and it's a shame, really.
Fornals has the movement. I think Fornals isn't probably as technically gifted. At least he's not the same level at the moment as Lanzini, but he's more mobile.
Do you see? I think he is. I just think that Fornals has done what Moyes. Yeah, I think Fornals has done what Moyes has asked him to do, whereas Lanzini can't do it. You're absolutely right because of his mobility. Fornals has been asked to play a very different game, and he's done it. He's done it for the manager, whereas Lanzini's not that type of player. You rarely see Lanzini dropping so deep, whereas Fornals would do so. And that's why he gets picked today.
I think what's quite exciting to see, though, is the thing is whether it's Fornals or Lanzini. Over the last couple of games that I've seen Fornals play, I know I keep rinse and repeat, but I repeat myself, but the creative side of Fornals is starting to kick back in, and that could be to do with the fact that Benrahma is there. I mean, I've seen people in the comments saying that people are saying that Benrahma's switch has been made permanent. It's not been announced or anything yet. We're led to believe that he is. We could report and say that he has been, but we would be giving you false information. We're led to believe that they're looking to make the Benrahma deal official, permanent.
That's right.
But I mean, there's an obligation to buy anyway, so it's reporting news to you that doesn't really only makes a difference with bringing another player in.
I've been reading articles today, and it was an article on, might have been HITC Sport or something, and they were like, "Oh, it makes absolutely no sense. Why would they make the obligation? Why would they do the buy now on Benrahma and not on Dawson when Benrahma's 21 million or whatever?" But surely we're not actually paying anything. It's just signing a bit of paperwork.
Exactly.
Because the whole point at the start was it was £25 million over instalments.
Yeah,
we paid 4.75 million up front, or 4.25 million up front.
Exactly that.
21 and something to go.
The official team news is in, and like I said, we've given you the right team, so that's been reported. So as we have said, Fornals comes in for Lanzini, and on the bench, Odebiku is back from his self-isolation period.
Brilliant.
And makes the bench.
So when we're 3-0 up, we'll see him play 3 minutes.
I'm just trying to see who else we've got on the bench there. We've got Martin, so Randolph is missing. Diop, Fredericks, Johnson, Balbuena. Martin, Diop, Fredericks, Johnson, Balbuena, Noble, Lanzini, and Yarmolenko.
Yeah, absolutely no surprises at all.
Yeah.
You know, people were worried about whether Bone was going to play because he was kept out of the squad completely. He was just given a rest.
Given a rest, yeah. As was like Bonner and Rice, and because there was players that needed a rest. Like, you know, they played a lot of games.
So bench-wise, as you said, mate, Diop, Yarmolenko, Fredericks. I'm pleased for him. Johnson, Martin's back in. Noble, Lanzini, Odebeko, Balbuena. So not a lot of attacking. Well, got Yarmolenko, I guess, and Lanzini.
Yarmolenko, Odebeko, and Lanzini.
Which means that poor Odebeko is not going to get a game again, is he? Because it'll be Yarmolenko coming on, and what a shame.
I don't know. I think it depends on the situation. I think, like you said, I don't expect it to go that way because, like, I only predicted a 2-1 game last night, so he's probably right. He's probably not going to get. He'd probably get like another 3 minutes. But if we were 2-0 up, 3-0 up with 20 minutes to go, then I could see him getting playing time.
Yeah.
But I can't see us being in that situation for him to get that playing time.
Yeah, exactly. Should we go through the Palace team? They've got Zaha's back. Benteke,
which we said.
Benteke is a Milivojevic. Yeah, MacArthur, the one that we were linked to. How ironic is that? Townsend, Mitchell, Cahill, Chiati, Ward, and Guyata in goal.
So I think there's pretty much most of the changes there are what Ali said last night, didn't he, Matt? As expected, we knew that Schlupp was missing. We knew that Tompkins was out as well. So I'm actually just trying to get the images of teams up so we can physically see them on the screen.
The only one you did possibly say about that didn't come in was Ayew.
Yeah, that's right.
He's on the bench.
To be fair though, Matt, I suggested Ayew because of his history against West Ham, and he said, well, actually, now you make that point, I can see why you would potentially play him. But I don't think he was realistically put in a position to start. And obviously now with the rumours, there was rumours yesterday about Benteke potentially being linked to West Brom, but they've been totally scuppered today by his agent and by West Brom in particular. I mean, he's still going to have a point to prove. And Matt, me and you were talking last night saying we would definitely take a shot on him, but still, I know you think differently, don't you?
Yeah, there's no way we're going for Benteke. You must be absolutely joking, mate.
No, I'm not saying go for him, but I would take a shot at him.
I wouldn't take a shot. I'd take a shot at him. I wouldn't take a shot for him being in the team. But no, absolutely no way. He is not. I mean, I'm going to go as far as to say he's not even a David Moyes type of player. I just think he's had his day. The best time he had was at Villa, and then since then he's gone downhill.
Well, it was it Ali we had on last night made the point that his best spell at Crystal Palace was under Big Sam, which is why, which is why he sort of could see the rumours. Because Benteke's, he said, I can't remember, he didn't actually list the players, but he did say himself, they've got 10 of their first team squad out of contract in 6 months. And Benteke is one of them.
Yeah, he is.
So he did say, Big Sam got the best out of him. He's got 6 months left. You could see it. But obviously, Palace want to keep hold of him, and rightly so. He's not a goal-scoring striker, but he is a handful when he does hold up the play and link the play up. So I can see why Big Sam likes him.
Listen, you can't remotely deny, though, that when you look at Townsend, Eze, Zaha and Benteke, there's an absolutely like a really strong threat there.
There's a strong threat of one of those players diving, which we know he's very good at. So that's a very strong threat. I did try to contain myself yesterday when. Nice chap, the Crystal Palace fan, but the fact that he was trying to defend Zaha as being technically gifted and misunderstood and he doesn't dive just made me giggle, really, because him and Grealish can be in the national diving team for England, really. I don't know if I put that to Eze though. I haven't seen enough of not Eze,
so far,
not Eze, but Zaha, definitely.
I still don't think he's as bad as he was.
Oh mate, come on!
There was a while back.
He dived in our last game. I
said he wasn't as bad as he was.
Well, how bad do you want it to be? He dived in our last game.
A couple of years back, he got the worst reputation possible.
And rightly so.
Yeah, and then he sort of sorted himself out a bit. I can also understand why he does dive though.
Oh, really?
I made this point. I don't know if it was on when we done a gift to the Gab. I was talking to Dan about it. Fandangos, and I said to him, if he's going in, if Zaha's going, say Zaha, it's irrelevant of Zaha, say centre forward's going through in the box, right? They're going to go 1-on-1, and a player fouls him. Now, say it's one of those half fouls, like Vardy, Zaha, they initiate the contact and go down. Say they don't initiate the contact, they get kicked and they stumble when they shoot and it goes wide. At the moment, refs will not bring that back for a penalty. If he gets touched and he goes down, he'll get a penalty. Until VAR rewards players for staying on their feet and then giving the penalty anyway, players are not going to stay on their feet, regardless of who the player is.
Do you know, I totally disagree with that, mate, and I'll tell you for why. Because
no one does it.
Well, we've got players.
They get praised in the media. You say, oh, you hear it in games. The commentator goes, oh, he done well staying on his feet there. Good on him. Did he score? No.
Yeah,
but the point? If he goes down, he gets a penalty.
We've got the most honest team in the Premier League.
That's why we haven't got any penalties. We haven't had a single penalty this season.
And the times when we have had fouls in the box, it hasn't gone. Where we haven't dived, but it hasn't gone for us. So I can't, mate. I respect what you're saying, but if a player is looking, basically what you're saying is the minute a player gets touched, he's going to go down. And that for me is cheating. It is cheating.
It's created by the system. It's an output of the system that's created. Until the system says, like if a guy's running through in the box and someone pulls his shirt, if he stays on his feet and crosses it and the ball goes out for a goal kick, oh, well done, mate, you didn't go down, you stayed on your feet. If he goes down, the VAR's got a decision to make. Until the VAR says, hang on a minute, that ball went out of play, but he was being
Matt, you're hilarious, mate. You're off on a crazy tangent. I love it.
It's not going to happen, is it? So
I know what
I can
he's saying.
understand it.
I know what he's saying. He's saying, what VAR should be doing. I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
What VAR should be doing is, if a player does, if it does look like a foul and the player doesn't go down, VAR should look at it and go, that's an actual penalty. At the moment, what VAR is not doing is when a player goes down deliberately, VAR isn't pulling it back and going.
No, that's the other side of it.
VAR is not pulling it back, and whilst VAR doesn't pull it back, players like Zaha,
lads. I mean, to be fair, the two of you are so excitable. I think it's time to calm things down by watching this video.
OneFootball have teamed up with West Ham United in sponsoring our channel for the Matchday Live videos, our Highlights in Words review videos, and the West Ham Weekly videos. OneFootball is a fantastic app that you can download onto your device by clicking the link on the description below, which takes you to the Android shop or the Apple shop, but it's completely free to download. Whatever football information you want to get, just set up the simple notifications where you can receive the latest football news on West Ham or any other football news that interests you as well. You can get up to the minute stats, breaking news, team lineups and live scores as they happen. It really is a one-stop footballing platform with a whole variety of up-to-the-minute football news and, as mentioned, completely free. So please do click on the link below and download, which will also help our channel out. Thank you.
Still, I've made this promise to absolutely everyone. Until you give me a new video, that is getting played.
Yeah,
and
but
we're gonna edit it like you've never seen before, mate.
But you do realise, mate, that the more you play that, the more OneFootball won't renew their deal with us.
Actually, I think it might give the opposite effect, to be honest.
I wonder how many people have signed up. There should be a special code for that to see how many people have signed up.
Oh man, honestly. Right, let's get back onto matters we're here for, which is to discuss obviously the game today. West Ham team lineup. There's the image we've got for you as explained before. Fabianski's in goal, Sufal, Dawson, Ogbonna and Creswell, and we've got Rice, Souček, Bowen, Fornals, Benrahma and Antonio.
I'll tell you what, when you played that the other night on Sunday, I couldn't stop, mate. I was in absolute.
I know you were, because I was the same. I was actually crying my eyes out. They were gone. I was gone, and I know you were gone. And the fact that you couldn't control yourself made it even better. Oh, it was.
There you go. Neil wants it in the intros, so it'll never be forgotten.
Yeah. You can't. What is it? You can't improve perfection. So just literally, we're going to go into some of the comments. I think we may as well. But before we do, I think Stell was trending. I think he was. Kevin Bering is saying, my brother said we cannot buy a striker because we have two lone players in Dawson and Benrahma. So the story is you're only allowed 2 domestic loans. Keyword domestic, meaning from the same. What are you going to say, Matt? Come on, you're going to introduce.
You can have 4, but you can only have 2 in your matchday squad.
No.
No, I didn't.
That's what I read today. That's what I read today.
No. You can have 4, 2 from the domestic leagues and 2 from abroad, and you can play them anytime you want.
Yeah, I don't think you can have
more than 2.
I don't think you can have domestic. I think you can only have 2
Palace
domestic.
have got, not Palace, sorry, Fulham have got 7 players online. 5 of them are foreign.
Yeah,
I thought you can only have a maximum of 4 from.
Right. I don't know if it's 4 in the matchday squad. You can have more than that though. Fulham have got more than that.
No, but I'm talking about the 2 domestic loans. Domestic as a keyword, as in local, as in
but I'm sure you can have more. I read somewhere you can have more than 2 domestic, but you can only have 2 in your matchday squad.
No, you can only have 2.
Or was it only 2 in your 25-man squad?
Yeah. You can only have 2 in your squad. Yeah. Which means that it looks like we're taking Lingard on loan, which means that we're going to have to make Benrahma or Dawson.
Don't
permanent.
argue with Matt, boys. He's the start machine. He's the stat machine. Yeah.
The stat machine, but unfortunately, Stato's wrong on this one.
It happens, mate. It happens.
It happens. We're not all perfect, as you all saw in my OneFootball video.
What video was that, Still?
OneFootball have teamed up with West.
Oh man, honestly.
Yeah, so basically we can't loan anyone else out from the English leagues. So and apparently we are definitely making Ben Rama a permanent in order to bring Lingard in on loan.
Well, yeah, because they haven't got to pay him, have they? They've not got to pay any money. That's the
No,
difference.
exactly,
right
mate.
now,
Exactly.
if they brought Dawson in, they'd have to pay £2 million.
Yeah.
Which is why they wait till the summer or till the end of his deal.
This is the irony, isn't it? Ben Rama's 10 times the price, but you don't have to pay a penny towards it now. Yeah,
no,
you're absolutely
we already
right.
paid him 4 1/4 or 4 3/4?
Yeah. Let's get in some of the comments, guys. Garino, come on, you irons. Marcus Leib thinks so. Fornals offers more defensive cover on the left for Creswell. I made a point last night, I think, Matt, you mentioned it briefly, that in the last game against Crystal Palace, what we lacked in the first half in particular was ball-carrying players. Although, I do think Fornals is starting to get back into that. I know he covers so much more ground and he covers a lot of defensive ground, etc. But I do think he may offer a bit more ball-carrying opportunities today. And if not, we've got good options coming off the bench. Theo, how do you pronounce his surname there still?
Athenitis.
Yes, irons.
Yeah, to
like
dig on his Theo.
There he goes. Kevin Berry, my brother just told me we're sending Ben Rama back. No, we're not, mate.
No.
Neil T, decent lineup. Happy hammers.
We can't send him back.
No,
the
we
deal's
can't.
already done.
Deal's done. Yeah.
Toby Sampson is saying, that's the wrong ad. We want Kidnap Still, not David De Gea. David De Gea. Marcus Leib is saying, still think 2-1 to the Cockney boys. Kaiser Machine is saying Lanzini will be a good sub later in the game. Hold on, Smudge Logan, do you think we will loan Lingard and buy Ben Rama for 20 mil? Well, Smudge, the guys have just said there, we don't have to owe out any more money if we make Ben Rama a permanent deal. Lingard, there'll be a fee obviously to bring him in on loan, but it's looking like the club are really trying to get his deal through and over the line. And it'll be interesting to see if we can actually get this Hwang Hee-chan over the line.
I wasn't even going to attempt that one.
South Korean international that we're
supposedly... after our video this morning, I read up a bit more about him, and I tell you what, he sounds really promising.
Yeah,
he really does.
Well, Leipzig don't normally buy, especially under the Red Bull model, they don't really buy bad players.
Is that me, Theo, or is that you?
No, they don't. Please, Theo, please
right.
Don't feed his ego, mate. He's already through the roof. He's like, the next thing I don't know. Honestly, he wants like merchandise with his picture of his.
Just shut up, Anton. It's ridiculous, mate.
What Kevin Bering is saying is Ban Rama going back to Brentwood. He's not going to Brentwood, mate. He came from
Rama going to Brentwood.
He came from
Banana Rama singing in Brentwood. That's what
absolutely. Oh, look, we've got the man himself, the famous David De Gea, who gave us the intro for One Football. Do you enjoy her?
Hang on, we'll give his internet 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's gone.
You got some balls now, son, you got some balls now. You ain't taking the mick out of you.
I've sorted my internet out, mate. Long time ago. I've just got to sort the rest of the kit out now.
Looky boy, you've seen the starting lineups from both teams. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, not surprised. Quite interested to see how we perform in this one because we're more of an away team in that formation anyway. So I'll be interested to see how it goes. Like I said before in other videos, Fornals has been Rama and Lanzini interchangeable for me. Fornals is the harder worker out of all three of them. That would come in handy against Palace, but it'd be a really interesting game. And I think that having Odebeko on the bench, that's going to mix up a little bit. So maybe Antonio hasn't feels as much pressure as he would normally do. But I'm confident that it's a good team. To be fair, I do think anything different, but it's substandard and hope he does well.
And we're welcome back, Cess. You've seen the lineup, mate. Fornals in for Lanzini. You happy with that?
I'm cool with it. Yeah, as long as we put these guys to bed, man. I'm happy with it, man.
So listen,
they're due. Sorry, man, but Palace are due a beating, man. Let's be honest, man. after where we performed the last time, they've got to get what's coming to them this time, man. Sorry.
And
man.
do you think we've got enough in the obviously within our first 11, let alone having the bench there to be able to do that? I mean, I think about the game back at the London Stadium What is it? What is he? Never noticed he looks like.
It won't go away, will it? I might start nicking donuts from supermarkets.
But when we think back to the game earlier in the season when it was 1-each, you know, first half West Ham, we had opportunities, but we lacked the creativity.
We did lack a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was when Lanzini came on. He came on and made a big difference in the second half. Do you think we're going to see the best out of Fornals and Benrahma? I mean, where are you at with Benrahma? I'll give that one to you, Sis.
Well, yeah. You can see the talent's there, man. You can see what he's capable of. You can see what he brings to the team. It's like, but I just don't know. Somehow, like, Moyes doesn't seem to. I don't know if he seems to trust him or not yet. I'm not quite sure, but I don't. It's crazy because you can see the talent in him. But you know, we'll see tonight. You know what's going to happen. I think he's drew a goal. He is definitely. I think he's going to score tonight.
Look, what are you going to say, mate?
Well, I've just realised that the last few videos still hasn't got the old green screen in the back. So I wonder if he actually has been taken hostage. And that person in the hoodie who was in there the other day is the person who's gotten hostage, and he's just sort of trying to play it down. Just like ransom money. He might
conspiracy theories, yeah.
I've been working today, so I'm positioned in my work mode.
Working. Is that
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, mate. Have you got a green screen behind you with that wallpaper?
It's the girlfriend's wallpaper. I think it's very good, actually.
Oh, sorry.
It's what wallpaper?
It's the girlfriend's wallpaper, so I'm just.
It's absolutely perfect.
I can't criticise that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
It's
neither can we.
It's better. What's that record you got in the background? Is that definitely yours, or is that the hostage takers?
Look. You have seen the Crystal Palace lineup, mate. What's your thoughts on that, and who's your biggest threat from them?
I haven't. I don't know who told you that.
There we go then.
Oh, there we go. He's a weird goalkeeper, to be fair. He can be world class 1 minute and then Roberto the next, can't he? Chiarte at the back. He's probably going to score against. There's still the other foreign players love doing that, don't they? Cahill's about 40 years old. He probably lost about 60 minutes and he gets taken off. Milivovic. Yeah, it's down to Townsend. Like I said in my video, I think that's the other night. Townsend's always pacey for him on the wing. I don't know. He's getting old now. He's still got the same pace. It's weird. But your mate Eze. We got to keep him quiet. Benteke can't score unless it's against us, so that's always good. I'll give up now. I'll fully give up.
You can tell who that is. Look, mate, you can tell who that is. He's trying to deflect all the interest from his video.
I know, and he's failing miserably. But,
right, listen, lads, I'm going to leave you. I'll be back for kickoff. Enjoy.
Okay.
All right, then go on. Sort of.
You literally know, I'm going to go now. All right, see you later.
See you later.
You take over.
Or I might as well shut the show down there. No point without Anton, eh?
Might as well.
I agree.
Yeah, but what do you think about the Palace team? Let's be.
Oh, piss off. Go on.
Oh, look.
One Football have teamed up with West Ham United in sponsoring our channel.
And he's muted us as well.
Amazing. Keep it going, lads. Keep it going.
No.
So,
what do you think of the Palace side? Let's be honest.
I think they've got really two players they're going to rely on more than anything, aren't they? They're going to rely on Zaha and Eze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if we can keep them quiet,
sums them up best.
Go on. Crystal Palace is a strange team. Sometimes they go down like a sack of potatoes. Other times they'll fight you to the death, expecting a scrappy game. I agree with that. I agree with that. Especially their midfield. They've got some, apart from Eze and Zaha, the rest of them are scrappers, aren't they, in a way? Mind you, Townsend, I like Townsend. I don't mind him. He's got a good crossing. I think he's underrated, to be honest with you. Yeah. But I think if we can keep them quiet, I don't see what we've got to worry about.
No,
but it depends on
just got to watch out really
Benteke turns up as well.
Benteke. Sorry, guys.
Benteke turned up against us, and he and then Diop off the
diving header against us. Yeah. Sorry, Seth, what were you going to say?
No, I was just saying, the only thing we've just got to watch out for is just them overloading the left side, really, because they love to overlap a lot. So we just got to really watch out for that, really, because last time they just kept doing that, and then what that happens is that gives Zaha the time and space to move around and drag our players out of position, and that's where other players are getting involved. So as long as we cancel that, I think we shouldn't have an issue, really.
Is that their left side? On our right side, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think with the likes of Bowen and Soufal, I mean, Zaha ain't going to get a look in today, is he really? I mean, am I being too optimistic here? Or
because what is that? Zaha, he's more central. He's going to be more central now, so I think it's more Eze is going to be on the left probably. So it's more worrying about him and Zaha in the middle. To be honest with you, I've just cancelled that out. I think it shouldn't be much of an issue. It's just the only thing it's if we go to sleep. That's the only issue, because we've done that in the last game. Like, we fell asleep and then they just capitalised on us, and then we just started playing absolutely terribly, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but that was a game that was some weeks back, and since then we've been flying, haven't we? And there's some consistency. Who do you think they need to look out for against us, Luke? Who's going to be our danger player today?
Well, it'd be easier for me to say Antonio, because he just loves scoring at the moment. He's a constant threat. The ironic thing is that Haller scored a brilliant goal against them in the last fixture.
Yeah.
Didn't do much else, but I'm not worried at all. I think the way the team is structured, if you look at every position, there's not one position that you can't. What is that? I'm not reading it. I'm not even reading it. I'm not doing it. I'm not reading it. It's there. I can't see it. It's fine. If I'm taken seriously on this video, then I will tell you my opinion. But if not,
no, go on, mate. I didn't put that out. That was Matt.
No, I'm joking. I just think position-wise, we're strong in every position. We've got confidence going for us. You know, we've got a strong bench. I just think I haven't felt this confidence since the last season at Bowling.
Gone down.
If you could have a half decent team, but if you're confident,
I'm just going to wait there.
You push through. So.
Yeah, I agree with you there, mate. I feel the same. I feel like I haven't felt the same since Bolin, and we go into games thinking. I think the last season
that wasn't due to what, that was due to one player, wasn't it? Really, Pyatt.
It was.
And now this is the whole team.
It's the team. It's the team. And also, I think the last season at the Bolin was we knew we were capable of scoring more goals than others. So our defence wasn't that great. I mean, we still conceded something like 50, 60 odd goals in that season, but we scored more. Whereas now we're still scoring, but we're actually not conceding as well, which is kind of makes it a better season, don't you think? Yeah. So
maybe, but
so far so good. Yeah, it does, because we're now usually in the past couple of years we're known to be leaky at the back. We know it, but now it seems we've been a lot more solid. At least we just need to now take it going forward, and just literally just bang in a couple of goals, man. And literally we still haven't had them games that we had we've made a proper statement in the Premier League in a long time since we played against Wolves, I believe, or Leicester.
But do you think that's coming?
Yeah, it's coming. We're due it. We're due a game like that, and I think if we have a game like that tonight, well, God knows what Liverpool are going to be thinking, because the way they've been playing, I've been literally just yes.
See, that's what I think. See, I think the biggest disappointment for me over the last few weeks has been conceding a goal against, of all teams, West Brom. And but other than that, we've had four clean sheets in the last 5 games, and I think that shows how far forward we've gone with regards to our defence, and that's why I kind of look at their team and I can see that they've got a few players that can cause us issues, but they're going to have to get through a brick wall, aren't they? I mean, look, you've been putting those posts up on our website, on our Facebook group, the wall, and we had become, that is you, isn't it, or was it someone else?
I'm not sure.
Maybe it was
me. It might have been me.
Oh, someone had been putting up a picture of a wall with Ogbonna and Dawson on it, saying that this is how solid we've become.
I wish it was me, because it's quite a good idea, actually.
It is a good idea, isn't it?
Am I right in saying if we win tonight, we go top 4?
We do.
I looked at the fixtures.
We do.
And
we do.
Let's just keep.
I don't know for how long, but
yeah.
Well, we go top 4, and then when we beat Liverpool, we'll stay there.
I'm hoping we do. I'm not confident, but I'm hoping we do.
I don't know. I am confident.
I don't know.
I am. I'm
Let's
confident
get through tonight, and then
we'll
see how tonight goes.
It would be. Do you know what? It would be so un-West Ham to win these 4 or 5 games and then lose to a top 6 club. That would be so us. We love doing the opposite way normally, but it's a drunk season, boys. Drunk season is only getting better for us at the minute. So yeah, fingers crossed. No disrespect to anyone else, but yeah, buzzing.
So, should we do some predictions?
No.
Yeah, let's fire it away, man.
Okay, yeah. People start letting us know what you think the score's going to be tonight. What do you think it's going to be? Let's start with you, Matt. Prediction.
I stick what I said. I said 2-1 last night.
2-1.
Yeah.
Cess.
Palace are one of them iffy teams, aren't they? So I can see us conceding. I think we're going to have to beat them. But
yeah, I say 2-1 as well.
Cess is going for 2-1.
Yeah.
Luke?
I say 2-1. I've said Antonio will get the goal anyway. I've got I like Odebeko to go off the bench and score. Why not? I follow Jan, if I say pronounce his name, sorry, score against Doncaster, I want to bet. So let's go for another young boy to come on and do business last minute, header or overhead kick. Like
we were talking about Odebeko earlier. When we saw that he was on the bench, we were quite pleased. But I don't think he's going to get a look in tonight, unfortunately. I think with Yarmolenko on the bench, if he goes to make a change for Antonio, it's going to be Yarmolenko, isn't it?
Unless we're cruising. Like 3-0.
Unless we're cruising.
Yeah. I don't mind. Depending on what we're doing.
There's a lot of people saying 0-0. There's a lot of people saying we'll win, and then we got Mandy saying we're going to draw. What's happened, Mandy? What's going on?
I mean, that was the same as last time, wasn't it? That was the same as last result.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
I think, ironically, we're better now than we were when we played them a few weeks back.
Yeah.
I actually do. And I'm going to be honest. I'm not been following their results, but I don't know if they've been
and 4 losses in the last 8 games.
Yeah, they're a bit up and down. They're up and down.
They haven't won a game. They haven't won in 9 games. Their last win was 9 games ago.
I don't want to sound too cocky, but I think we're going to spank them tonight.
That's not.
I mean, to be fair, Ali was on last night,
scores,
and he did say the big difference is Antonio.
Yeah.
He said because they've got obviously it's Gary Cahill and Chiarte, and he said neither of them really like running back towards goal. So when we had Haller, because I think that might have been the same back two they had, like the centre back
that
pair
was
when
the
we
same
played the
back
first
two
game.
when we faced them the first time.
But Haller obviously didn't run in behind, so they were quite happy for him to go up to in the air, but he was like they're not going to enjoy it. They're playing against Antonio. And this is what obviously the Palace fan was saying. So it could be an entirely different game. I know it's only one player, but the way we play off Antonio is entirely different to the way we played off of Haller.
Yeah.
How long till kick-off, lads, by the way?
We have got half an hour. So
Right.
we're going to bring on another little guest here, someone who speaks a lot of sense for his young age. Good afternoon, Jake. Have you finished school, Jake?
Yes.
It's all right. Luke is just about to go to his night class now. On wallpaper. He's designing wallpaper. Have you noticed? I don't know if you've seen that, Jake.
Now, they mentioned it. I want to do all the 4 corners of the room because they're all drywall, the rest of them. So I'm a little bit.
I thought United weren't playing until tomorrow still. I didn't think United were playing tonight.
Where did Jake just go?
I thought Man United were playing tomorrow.
Did you just kick him up?
No, I didn't.
What did you do?
Still.
Where Jake? Bring back Jake.
What's going on?
There he is. What happened there, Jake? Did you just kick yourself off?
It just blanked out.
It blanked out.
It just went out.
I think it must have been the shock of looking at Luke's wallpaper. It must have just caught you unawares. So how are you, young man?
I'm not too bad, but I'd just like to say I think Stel, your one football video was a thing of beauty.
Cheers, Jake.
What would you prefer looking at? My one football video or Luke's wallpaper? I mean, what a choice, eh?
Technically, it's not my wallpaper.
Yeah, in fairness, I'd rather take the wallpaper. I'll take the wallpaper over that one football video.
Oh, girl, should be over the moon.
So lineups, Jake. What do you think? Let's start with Palace. What do you think of their lineup, and what do you think they're going to do against us with that lineup today?
Well, Zaha and Eze, that's it. That's all they're going to do. I think that's basically it. Yeah, Zaha, Eze, Benteke, he's going to have a shocker again tonight. Ogbona's going to be all over him, I reckon. Yeah, not too much to worry there, I think. Zaha's kind of lost his bit of form. Eze's not in much form, but yeah, nothing major to worry about that tonight, I think.
And what about our lineup? Any surprises there, or what you were expecting?
No, not really, not at all. I expect the Fornals to be in the side, and it's our kind of our front four who've been firing on all cylinders, connecting together up there. Yeah, no real difference. A bit shame for the young lad who Afolayan, who got the goal. He's been just kicked out of the squad again, but yeah.
Are you surprised at that? To be honest, I'm not really surprised. I think we said after the game that we'll be surprised to see any youngsters making the bench. I mean, this is our bench today, and the only, you can't really call Johnson's a youngster anymore because he's established in the first team. But Odebeko's the only youngster coming through the under 23s, the academy, really. So, do you think he'll get an opportunity to play today, Jake, or do you think he'll be another bench warmer for the whole game?
Well, I do think it depends how it goes. I'd like to see him get given a start because Afolayan got given a start. Moyes, he chucked a few kind of academy players on at the end. Oh, look, Luke's got rid of his wallpaper there. It's gone.
Oh, what's happened there?
I've completely moved.
Did you just strip the wallpaper in 30 seconds?
There it is. Look, there it is in the corner.
I'm wardrobe now. I'm just changing
Bit of DIY, mate. Get a quick DIY from Luke. Yeah?
Cheers, Jake. Nice one. It was all right before you turned up.
Strip that wallpaper down.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
Sorry, I'm back. Can't be asked out.
It's beautiful, Luke. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you, mate. Good on my face. Cheers, nice one.
So, lads, Jake, give us your. Sorry, go on, Matt. What did you say, mate?
I said the comment. Kieran said it's more animated than your video stuff.
The wallpaper. Yeah. That is very true. That is very true. Give us your prediction, Luke. Jake, sorry. What's your prediction for tonight?
Me on the mind, mate.
Well, I did go a bit carried away on Rest Assured. Everyone was saying 2-0, 2-1. I think it's going to be around there. I want to be different, but I can't see much different going on there. 2-0, 2-1. Happy days, and another 3 points on the board.
Everyone says that they always score against us, but there's a different feeling to the whole team at the moment, isn't there? And I think I've got a feeling they're not going to score tonight. What do you think?
Well, obviously our defence has been kind of bang on solid since Dawson's come in. It's been solid, and yeah, I could see that really because they haven't got masses of threat there. There's a bit of threat there, if they do get kind of Eze or Zaha firing, they could cause us problems. But I think we've got enough in the tank there, I reckon.
Yeah. So where do we go from here? What does anyone else want to talk about between now and kickoff in 25 minutes?
Not more wallpaper, that's for sure.
There you go.
There you go. If you haven't bought a mug, Cess, there's a lot of feedback on your mic, mate. I don't know.
I thought something was on the water.
It sounds like it does. Because can you hear us, mate? See, when I mute him, I can't hear that.
Yeah.
And I've just I don't know what.
No, let me come off and I'll come back on my set.
All right, mate. Cheers.
Crackling, yeah. Could be the connection.
I'll tell you what we'll talk about between now and kickoff is all these transfer stories that we've been linked with this week. And there are, apart from the 3 million that aren't true, there are definitely 3 that look quite positive. There's obviously the Lingard transfer. Luke, what do you reckon? You're shaking your head, mate. You reckon not?
Oh, he's just so cringy, isn't he? He's worse than my wallpaper. It's just something about him that's just. He's very. There was a compilation on Twitter earlier where it was showing his goals and what he's done for United, and I was like going, "Oh, it's quite good." Oh, the celebration, it was horrible. Seriously, he's quite embarrassing when he does his celebration.
It's all right though. We've got Antonio. Antonio can give him some pointers.
Yeah, they might have a little dance off when they both celebrate. But as a player, I think he's probably all right. I mean, for England, he tends to turn up and stuff like that. But I don't think. I look at it going, why? Why Lingard? Why we've got no strikers? Unless he wants to convert him into being another striker, another winger into a striker, whatever. But we've got Lanzini, Ben Rama, and Fornals get injured. That's a bit of a problem, but they haven't in a minute. They've got something going, so I'm not entirely sure why they want Lingard. I know Moyes will work with him, but then I can't see the point. I don't get it. Look, in Moyes, I trust Moyes in his decision making, everything like that, but. I don't see Lingard as a massive improvement, but there's no point in being on here, is there? It's just all nothing about my opinions. It's all about the wallpaper. Look, there it is. Full view. A bit more.
Lovely, it's lovely.
Matt, they don't mean it. It's all right.
What do you think of
Lingard?
Lingard?
Interesting. I know Luke was saying we've got I can't. Thing is, I can't see, and this is the only thing I could see as possibly not sealing the deal. Is I can't see him coming in as a starter. And at which point you think, well, there's other teams that are interested in him. If you read rumours, it's like Fulham, Newcastle, and West Brom or something all want him, as well as us. We're apparently at the front of it because we offer the best proposition of playing, position in the league. But I mean, he will cover anywhere across that three behind Antonio, right? And we do need it because you saw in that bench today, your two attacking options, obviously not taking Odi Beko out of the situation, is Lanzini and Yarmolenko. So if you had two injuries or an injury and a suspension, you've got no subs. I saw a comment earlier, someone was saying if Lingard comes in, who's he replacing? Well, he's replaced Snodgrass if he comes in.
Yeah.
Because you haven't replaced him.
Does he, though?
There's a player there.
Does he replace Snodgrass? That's complete opposite.
Well, I guess in the sort of position that he would play.
Sense, if nothing else, in the basic sense that we've got a 19-man squad. We haven't even got a 25-man squad. So we lost a player in that squad that would made it a 21-man squad. We need to replace him. Don't forget, if we sign these three players we're rumoured to be talking to today, that only actually brings our squad up to one more than what we started with. And that would be
that's
kid
very
who
true.
Play
mate.
left back that isn't actually going to affect the squad for like another 2 years.
Yeah. Jake, thoughts on Lingard?
Well, for me, there's no need for him there unless, as Luke said, we're going to convert him to a striker or convert him into like going in central midfield. I think there's just no need. I mean, we desperately need a striker, so get a striker in. And for me, someone just said he'll score more goals again than Fornals, but I think he won't get in it over Fornals just because of Fornals' work rate. For 4 nows, it's just overall game. West Ham love 4 nows, and yeah, there's just no need. I'm just like, why? It's just like, oh god, really? That's a typical West Ham signing for me.
I'm kind of I was baffled by it initially, but I'm beginning to warm to it because I've heard that Lingard is capable of playing in a frontline position. I've never seen him play in the front line.
He is a very clever player,
right? And if that's the case, if he's going to be utilised as a false number 9, I kind of see the point. And we said this morning, it is an odd one, but if he's he needs to kickstart his career. I think someone just said that in the post in the comments. He needs to kickstart his career. If he can play as a false number 9, it might be quite a clever signing from Moyes. To give West Ham, to give Antonio just that bit more sort of breathing space when we need someone. And as you just said, Matt, if he's a clever enough player to actually be able to play in that position, then why not? I'm going to go. Cess, what do you think of Lingard, mate? What do you think of that link?
Yeah, that's all come out of nowhere, to be honest.
Hi, Mum, I'm famous.
yeah, it's sort of come out of nowhere, to be honest with you. Like he has had these personal problems. He's had his demons. I think him to come to a club like West Ham, I think it would do him the good, really. I think Moyes like rated him at one point when he was with him. I think he needs that rejuvenation in his career. He needs something to like give him a lift. I think him coming to West Ham, I think he will do him the good. I think he can play like multiple positions. He'll be a utility player in the front line, really. So yeah, like I think I thought at first like, are we really going to do this? But seeing the bigger picture of it, I can understand. And I'm hearing something about this Wan Hee-chang as well. Hopefully that's a loan deal. I hope that's true as well. So if we can get him over the line as well, that would be amazing.
Yeah, apparently he is a loan option, and I was doing some saying earlier. I was doing some after we did Anton did the show this morning. I did some looking up on Wan Hee-chan. He sounds like a very, very, very promising player.
He is, yeah. Like from what I've seen, yeah. Like in the Champions League, you put Van Dijk on his ass, man.
Yeah.
He's a handful. He's very pacey as well, man. He's like, got a very good work rate, good engine as well. So
absolutely,
someone that Moyes are looking for, really. So it kind of makes sense.
And I think the other interesting thing with Lingard, for example, is that we're all talking about how Noble is at the end of his playing career, and we always worry about, you know, when the manager needs to change it in the midfield, doesn't have a lot of options apart from Noble. Lingard could be that other option as well. You know, not suggesting that he would replace either Souček or Rice, but maybe just play in front of them, you know, to add that bit more of creativity. Unfortunately, with the greatest of respect to him, Lanzini doesn't seem to be doing much, really. He had a good game against Doncaster, but as I said earlier, I don't think he had a great game against West Brom last week. If Lingard becomes a permanent, is that the end of Lanzini at West Ham at the end of this season? Who wants to have a go at that one?
I don't personally think so. I don't think Lanzini's been half as bad as people make out, but he's not done anything major. That's the only problem. He hasn't lifted any trees up, or maybe people think that he should be. I personally would question Lingard's attitude. Apparently, when he was at Man United with Pogba, him two like the class clowns at the club. So I'm hoping if he does come in, we're willing to work hard and be decent with Moyes under management, sort of thing like that. But where Lanzini's considered, I like Lanzini. I think he's played well this year. He hasn't pulled up any trees, but I don't think any other player really has done. I think Lanzini fits in well with the team. I don't think it's the end of Lanzini. I think people are quite harsh where Lanzini's concerned. But I hope it is, and I think he's a good player still. Hence the goal against Spurs, which I know is the only thing you can bring up at the moment. But I don't mind Lanzini at all. I think he changes the game sometimes, you know.
Am I being unfair on Lanzini, guys? Do you think that's an unfair comment, suggesting that it might be the end of his career if Lingard comes in and does well?
I wouldn't say it's the end of his career. I wouldn't say it's the end of his career, but I think that having Lingard as an option,
I'm going to go.
having
Sorry,
Lanzini there as well gives good competition.
See you later, Luke. Cheers for coming on, mate.
Cheers, it gives good competition, so hopefully it gives Lanzini a kick up the arse, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
and it gives that good competition between Lingard and Lanzini.
True. Jake, you were going to come in there, mate.
Yeah, well, I think that Lanzini, as Luke said, he hasn't done anything resounding except from that goal against Spurs. Well, I mean, we'll never forget that. But I think he hasn't been awful. He's a good backup there, but as we all keep saying, he wasn't the same since he had that injury. I mean, in the bowling years, what a player he was, but he's still there as a backup. I think I don't think that's the end of his career, but he's a backup. I don't think he's a starter. He's there if needs be, but not kind of a starter for me. He's there, but not the end of his career, I don't think.
Cool. TJ, yes, it is, mate, and it is one of the best albums ever. Thanks for noticing that. And yeah, Lingard is going to be a loan if we get him in. Okay, is it
going to be a loan to buy?
I don't know if it will be a loan to buy, but my understanding is it will definitely be a loan. Yeah, the thing is, though, they extended his contract. That's right. That's right. In order to get
because he's out of contract this summer. Yeah. So I could see it being a loan to buy. I could see it being
I could see
7 million in the summer. Because they've done the same thing with Phil Jones. Yeah, it won't be a lot. It'll be single millions. Like
for 6 or 7 million for an England international. I know he's not an England international at the moment, but for 6 or 7 million for a player like him, he's 28 years of age. It could be a punt worth taking, couldn't it? You know, I think he can offer something.
Did he not start in a World Cup semi-final 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And then he just fell off the face of the earth, didn't he? Like his Man United career just fell through the floor.
Exactly. Let's move on to let's say some other comments. How can you say no to a permanent deal before seeing him play? Well, good point. So that means he'll have 6 months to prove whether he can whether he deserves to get a permanent deal. How about Juan? I'm excited by this player. I always get excited when I hear about a new player that I can't pronounce his name of. Juan He Chan.
Yeah.
Who wants to start with him?
I'll start.
Yeah.
Go on, Luke.
Jake.
Go on, Jake.
Well, get the player in. I mean, I think I saw. I was looking at his stats earlier. I think for the 1920 season, he had. I think it was 11 goals, 13 assists. He looks decent. Get him in for goodness sake. Get a striker in. Just get him in. If that's what Moyes wants, get him in. I wanted Dia in, but the more the days go on, the more that's not going to happen. So yeah, just get him in. Looks good, and just take a punt on him.
And I believe he's called. Is he called the Bull?
Yeah.
Because of the way he plays. I mean, you know, if we're looking for an Antonio number 2, why not bring in a player that's nicknamed the Bull? I mean, do you know much about him, Cess?
I know a bit about him. Like, I remember like his partnership with a certain player that plays for Dortmund. Do you know his name?
Haaland, maybe.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he sort of had a formidable partnership with Haaland. Yeah, and it seemed to be successful there. I think like he's wasted at Leipzig at the moment. He's not really getting a look in. I think he had like COVID as well, and then like from there, he's not really. He's like 4th choice now. He's just not really getting a look in. He's kind of wasted there because what he done at Salzburg was pretty good, to be honest with you. I think coming to a club like us would definitely welcome him with open arms. We need a player like him. We need someone that's pacey. We need someone that's gonna chase the ball like from the off. We need someone that's gonna like hold up the ball as well. We need someone that's gonna link up players on. Someone that's gonna be like Antonio as well. And I think he fits that mold completely. If we can get him on a loan, you know, see how he does. I think he would do wonders for us, and then hopefully we'll get like a permanent trade.
Well, I said earlier, you know, we've been linked with all these big strikers, you know, or big strikers in their leagues for 20 million, 25 million, 30 million. They're all going to want. It's just like, you know, people have been asking about Lingard. You know, Lingard's going to want to start. All these other strikers that we're supposedly linked to, they're all going to want to be starters as well. They're not going to want to play second fiddle to Antonio, whereas Juan Lee Chan, you know, he's going to come to a bigger league. He's going to come, you know, he's had a little spell in Germany, a little spell in Austria, etc. And if he does get the opportunity to come and play in the Premier League, he's not going to be the sort of player that's going to be banging on the door going, I need to start every game. He'll see this as a stepping stone, won't he? As a good opportunity to really show what he's capable of. And if he can make it in the Premier League, all better for us, you know. And if we do buy him at the end, you know, after a loan spell, if he proves to be good, that's all good for us, isn't it? The boy's only 24, 25 years of age. He did really well in Salzburg in Austria. So why not? That is the type of player that maybe we should be looking at bringing in. I hope it's not another Hugel, but it doesn't sound to me that it will be.
Well, I mean, as you said there, Stel, he's 25 years old. We've been linked with Graziano Pelle, who's about 40, isn't he?
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
He's a young player. Just get him in. He looks like he's got a bit about him. The Bull and the Beast sounds quite good to me.
It sounds like, as Lee said, it sounds like a pub.
Yeah.
The Beast and the Bull can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine having those two up front. I mean, I still laugh when I look at the video of the way Antonio knocked that West Brom player out of the way. He's like, get out of my way.
Yeah.
And just carried on running. Can you imagine if he had the Bull on as well and they were both doing that?
Oh, dear.
There is another player that we were linked to, and there's talk. There was talk last night that we were going to bring him in, and then this morning there was talk about losing him to somewhere like Leeds. But then later on today, there's talk about West Ham trying to make sure that he comes in. It's Matthew Bonswell. I don't know if you guys know much about him. He's another Red Bull player. I think he's playing for Leipzig, and he's out on loan to a second division team called Dordrecht. I can't remember which league it is.
Yeah, that's the team. Yeah, Dordrecht. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know much about him, Seth? I mean, I did a thing on him a few weeks ago.
I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. I can't really comment.
He came out of the Forest Academy.
Yeah,
that's correct, mate.
And he was in at the same time as Matty Cash, and he's not done badly.
Too bad.
Villa, is he? I'll be honest. Outside of that, and the fact he was an England under-18 international, he's only 18, 19 now. You know, he's part of this recent influx in recent years of Germans picking up young English players.
That's correct. Yeah.
He's played a couple of times for Leipzig this year.
He's played a couple of times and he's been put out on loan to Dordrecht. I think it's the German second division. I think I could be wrong. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's an England under-20s international, very, very highly rated. And you're absolutely right. Another England player, a young England player that's gone out abroad in order to prove that they're capable, and they had high hopes for him. And it looks like we might be. According to yesterday, we were told that he was on his way for a medical, but I don't know. It's been a bit of a yo-yo sort of situation.
To be honest, there's so many things you hear. You're hearing rumours about he was on the same flight as Wan Hee-chung, so you don't really know what you're going to hear, to be honest.
Yeah, I've got a good feeling if we bring 2 or 3 players in this window, and especially young players. Are you going, Jake? Or
no. He's
Exactly.
on a European tour.
European tour, Jake, mate. Let's just get through the league first. Let's just get through the league first. This young lad doesn't know what real pain is. He clearly doesn't. You know, you have Jake. You're not old enough to have experienced real pain. So getting to Europe for us will be like, you know.
I mean, West Ham come down with Christmas lights, so you know we'll see how it goes.
We usually do. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to tonight's game, shall we? Because people are beginning to make their predictions. We've said our predictions. Let's just remind everybody what we all think. We've got a couple of 2-1s in here, haven't we, tonight? So, Matt, you sticking with 2-1?
Yeah, I'm sticking with 2-1, mate.
2-1. Jake?
2-0.
2-0. There you go. Bob Uncle, he's changing his to 2-0 as well. Nordisk, good evening. Where are you from, mate? Nice name. He reckons 1-1. Reese, how are you, mate? 3-2. Vinay, I hope you're well, Vinay. 3-0 Vinay. Michael reckons first goal, Ben Rama. He needs a goal. He looks like I said it the other day.
That he needs to do.
That's all he's missing.
Yeah.
That's what I said in the preview last night. Like,
he's so desperate to do well that it looks like he almost cries when he hasn't scored a goal. You know, he just wants to do that.
He's overdoing it now. Like, he's putting that little bit too much in because he's overthinking it because he's trying to get the goal. He's trying to get the assist. Did you see? Was it the West Brom game? And West Ham done their like behind the scenes video, and there was like he was on the attack and he chopped and changed inside and outside the fullback like 5 times in a row.
Yeah,
he done it so many times. Even the cameraman couldn't keep up with him because he didn't know what he was going to do. And then he put the ball in, and he was like, oh. As if he scored a goal, when he gets that goal and his confidence comes up, he won't be taking that many touches. He'll probably cut inside or outside once and clip the ball in, and that'll be it. It's just he looks like he's taking that one too many touches, that slight bit over the top because he hasn't got that little bit of, you know, just that one goal just to give him the confidence that I know I can do it.
Yeah, sorry, I've just got a message and I've just sent Sean. I've just sent you the link again, mate. Just re-emailed it to you. Sorry.
Can I just say that Anton's backing me in the chat. So there you go. He's not here, so I'll be the salesman tonight. He's not here. Look, there you go. There you go.
Listen, we were all talking behind Anton's back, to be honest with you, and we think that you should replace him permanently because we think, you know, we think you talk more sense, you're better looking than him, you're younger, and you know, there's just no need to have him. He's just a boring Scot who's just latching on to West Ham, and because no Scottish team is worth. Here we go. ITK. If you're up for that, Jake, we'll just tell Anton on his bike, and we'll have you in permanently.
He's been replaced.
Let's bring in another young man who knows a thing or two.
You're right. Better late than never.
Very well. Sorry about that. I thought I sent you a proper link. I apologise for that.
No,
how are you?
Cutting and pasting skills left you there, Stel. But there you go.
Right, Stel. I'll go. I'll come back at half time.
All right, mate. Have a good time. See you later. Bye. So, tell us what's going on, mate. What do you think about tonight? I mean, no surprises.
Well, 3 points. A 1-0 win. My favourite 1-0 win, and we go. Did we go top 4? I haven't checked the table. Did we go top 4 tonight?
We go top 4.
We can if we win, yeah.
We go Champions League.
Oh dear.
Sullivan and Gold said this was happening. right? They didn't say when.
Stop it, Sean.
No.
Stop it.
There you go.
Stop
They
it.
promised Champions League. Here we come. Here we come.
They didn't quite
Nah.
believe it will happen the way it is happening. You know,
And don't believe all the stuff, all the speculation. You know, Lingard's already signed. Benrahma's been made permanent. Do you know what? If Benrahma has been made permanent, someone needs to tell Brentford.
So
Because Brentford haven't heard. Oops, we forgot to ring Brentford. We're going to make Benrahma. We forgot to tell Brentford.
So give us the lowdown. Are we talking to Lingard? It sounds like we are.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's a loan to buy or just a loan until the end of the season?
A loan with a massive loan fee, which
how massive is massive?
I don't know the actual figures, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you because it's an ongoing. Look, it's an ongoing negotiation. They want a massive loan fee, which usually means there's an option to buy. Yeah, I haven't had that confirmed, but I know they want a massive loan fee. They're speaking to his representatives. It surprised me, but obviously they would need to convert one of our loans to make it a loan. So the most obvious ones would be Dawson, but the rumours out there, which I haven't been able to confirm. My senior source has gone dark today, which usually means he's a bit busy, which is good news, isn't it? Good news.
So, but your theory is that you think it'll be more likely Benrahma being signed permanently or not?
Well, that's where the rumours are. It makes sense in some ways because we've got an obligation to buy. We're going to have to buy him anyway. Dawson, we don't. That medical thing's long gone. We're going to pay over 5 years in instalments. So, we'll probably defer the first payment to Brentford until May. But we have to talk to Brentford and tell them we're going to do this, though. I can't see it being a problem.
How about these other
a lone striker as well?
How about these other links, mate? One
Hee-chan.
Oh, you're going to have fun pronouncing this name.
Let's call him the South Korean. I tell you what. So they've always wanted a South Korean because you sell a lot of merchandise in South Korea.
Good money. Look at the merch.
The brand in South Korea would be good. I mean, there is something in that. I first thought he wouldn't. I was told by an agent he wouldn't get a work permit because the new system came in January. But I reviewed it myself, and actually does because you don't count the injuries when he wasn't eligible for South Korea. So I think he does get through. I mean, nothing's definite, but he seems to be the more likely. I don't think we're going to sign a permanent striker.
But he sounds like a promising young player anyway. It doesn't sound.
He does.
And from what Moyes has said, he's always wanted to have the Red Bull he wanted to have the Red Bull sort of template. Yeah. So why not just
everyone wins? Although I doubt there's going to be an option to buy. I really don't. This will be a short-term loan to get the kids some experience. I doubt there's going to be an option to buy. If it will, it'll be sky high. And if we can get him in, great. But I think he's already set up Yarmolenko if we fail, to be our striker.
And that gives Moyes breathing space, doesn't it? For another 6 months in order to look for the right player that he wants.
Yeah, Although I think he's determined if he doesn't sign anyone in the next few days, then he'd be fine with that as well. Using some kids and using the bit I can't work out. Look, Lingard is definitely even Moyes wouldn't deny the Lingard rumours. But where does Lingard fit in? This is a bit I don't understand. Who you dropping? Are you dropping Benrahma? Are you dropping Fornals? Does Lanzini get shoved out? He's an attacking midfielder. Where does he fit in? But hey, in Moyes we trust. So who are we to argue? Yeah. We kicked off. And what were we talking about?
We kicked off. Yeah. We have kicked off. Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't do watchalongs. You know that.
We know that. Do you want to come back later?
I'll come back later.
All right. Yeah. Or come back after the game. Or something like that. All right, mate.
I'll tell you if there's any news. All right. See you guys.
Nice one. Take care.
Cheers, Sean.
Are you coming in, Anton? No? Yes? No? All right.
He's already in. Wait for the invite, mate. He's already in. We have kicked off.
We're a minute in. 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
What time's everyone on? Let's confirm the time for everyone.
All right, 2 minutes exactly.
Yep, same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jess, you're on 3.5 minutes.
Says you've got like 30
we're
seconds.
joking.
Says it's just kicking off now.
2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes 20. Yeah.
Ah, he's good. You're good. About 4 seconds ahead. That's all right.
That's all right. So, West Ham are in all black tonight. I like that shirt. I didn't like it at the start of the season, but I've got to be honest. Every single kit has grown on me. I'm just waiting for them to go down to.
Fuck me.
Oh, no way.
What, mate?
You must be a bit.
Are you? What
Have they
minutes
scored?
are you on?
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
Oh, Benteke, Zaha from distance shoots bottom left-hand corner, 1-0 Palace.
Oh.
God damn! Literally, what did I say? Literally, like in about 20 minutes ago. It's about Zaha. What did I say about literally 20 minutes? I said.
So
don't
is
give
he?
time and space to do that.
Yeah.
Literally.
They've picked up in the middle of the park. They've played it through the middle. Zaha's played a 1-2 with Benteke, 18 yards out. Let's have a look here. Benteke.
Buries in the bottom corner.
Yeah, the exact thing I said was going to happen. Don't let him do it.
Through the middle.
He literally just
he did.
within the first 2 minutes.
Shit.
Oh, that is a surprise.
Literally.
I mean, it's a good finish, to be fair.
Yeah, it's good finish, but what I said to him, don't give him time and room to do that. Because he'll put off something like that. And that's what I said.
Sess, have you...
Him being central, he does that type of thing. Like, he's got more of the movement. He's got more effective dribbling. And if you give him time and space like that, he will pick shots like that. He will do it.
Sess, have you got the ability to... Sess, have you got the ability to press pause for like 5 or 6 seconds?
Unfortunately, I've just flagged now, so...
You've what?
The joy, so...
All right, I thought you were watching off the telly. So you're watching off a link.
No, I'm on the Virgin Go, so I'm behind, completely.
Izzy's on the ball out wide. Oh, Ben Rama's just brought him down.
Okay, well, you know what, lads. Had this been a year ago, going a goal down, we would have all given up by now. But this is a different West Ham, and we can get back into this so long as we don't allow them more space. I mean, that was a shot. I'm sitting here in shock, to be honest with you. Their first attack and a goal straight away.
Yeah, I know. It literally was like the stuff that I was trying to warn.
Izzy with a free kick, flicks it in, back post. Oh, I was lucky. The Dawson Souček just got enough in that.
Wow.
We just need to compose our heads, get ourselves together.
Yeah, first 5 minutes it's been all Palace. West Ham just need to get a hold of the ball, like Stel said. Good defensive header by Souček. Out for a Crystal Palace corner.
Plays into them, though. That's what they want now. They've got that goal in front. They can now just sit back and break on the counter.
Townsend. Oh, it's another good cross in, but good defended header. Come on, West Ham. Townsend on the right-hand side. Crosses in with his left foot. Good header from Oggy. Straight to Izzy. Goes wide again. Crystal Palace on the attack. They're 5 minutes in and it's all Crystal Palace. Townsend with another ball in. Good defensive header out. Go on, press West Ham, press. Ball goes all the way back to... this pitch is heavily waterlogged, isn't it?
Yeah, it's raining a lot there.
The Crystal Palace player played the ball back to the keeper.
I'm not that far from Crystal Palace. It's pissed. It's proper pissing down at the moment.
Yeah.
It is proper going down.
Right.
So I'm not
Here we go. Come on, West Ham.
Oh, look at the water there. It's,
going for an else.
One thing you
West
didn't want to do was give him the first goal. Like,
yeah, so that's a start.
West Ham throwing.
So now we've got to show some character now.
but at least we've done it in the 4th minute, not the 84th minute. That's the only thing you can say.
Oggy.
Dave still longer to get back in it.
Out wide to Dawson. Souček all the way back to... Oh, we need to watch those passes along the ground because the ball's not travelling as fast as they expect it. It's definitely lagging in that park. Fabianski kicks the ball out for a throw-in. Oh, where's Sess? Oh, there he is. You there, mate? Is Cess lagging in your streams as well, guys?
He's not moving in mine. He's like
Yeah,
stationary. Maybe he's struggling with internet again. Oh. Well,
Lads, I'm going to drop out for about 20 minutes or so, okay?
Right, okay, cool.
Yeah.
7 minutes in, and it's been all Palace. Like, all Palace.
Yeah.
Cess, can you hear us, mate? Oh, you can hear us.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Back again. Yep.
I'm sweet. It's literally like with
Moyes
woke
looks
up at the
absolutely
moment.
livid on the touchline right now. He does not look impressed.
Who's that?
David Moyes.
Oh yeah, he's fuming, man. Because we just fell asleep, literally.
Oh,
I mean, the thing is, as well, as we haven't even actually been playing yet. We haven't got in the game yet at all.
What minute are you?
7:57.
I'm back
58,
on, and
59.
I'll tell. I'm back on. I'm back on. Watch.
Oh, go on!
Get in.
Get in there!
Thomas Souček!
Souček.
That is exactly what I want. Do you know what? That's the first time in 8 minutes we've actually just the first thing we've done. So
anything, anything in
That's why I said to you, no need to panic. This is a different West Ham.
But the first bit of play that Palace did, they scored. The first bit of play West Ham did, we scored.
And
so this is what happened. Creswell down the wing to Fornals, who keeps going down the wing. And he plays the ball, nice little chip over to Antonio, who gets the assist.
Look at that.
And he chips it in over to Souček, who's
bullet header.
Bullet header from about 6 yards out, smashes
Look at that.
What's he on? 5 goals this season now?
That's
So
six,
that's
now,
his 6th, I think.
6th, is it?
Top scorer now, I think.
Lads,
Yeah,
I said at the start, I really wish I'd put a bet on for double figures for him this year.
Would have been a good.
Go on, Alf! Look at Alf! Alf, we can't hear you, mate. You're muted. He's gone. Oh, go on, West Ham.
Can we get some composure back in now? Right.
That was the first bit of composure we had, though, mate, and we got a goal. So take that.
Because it's like Sevsky, when we started the game, like they just let them play the ball.
Boys,
Go on.
5 minutes.
All right, mate.
Like we held off. We let
Cool, no worries, Cess, mate.
ball.
Soufal.
You said though, it's been 2 chances in the game and there's been 2 goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it was a clever ball inside by Fornals, and
it was
Antonio
a really
done
good
well
ball.
there to hook it
But
back
mate,
across.
that's what I'm saying though. We're starting to really see the creative side of Fornals again. Like he's covering so much ground. I noticed it a couple of games ago. Was it against Burnley? I think it was, and he was starting to build a bit of a partnership with Benrahma. Good tracking back by Benrahma. Go on, son.
Go on, Benrahma.
And what Moyes seems to have done with Fornals, go on, Benrahma's on the attack, tries to feeds Antonio out wide to Fornals. Go on, Fornals. Who's he going to play in? Oh, it's unlucky. Tries to play the ball out wide to Soufal, but it's intercepted by Eze. Again,
Best thing
intercepted
we've
by
done
West
there
Ham.
was get straight back in the game.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Soufal goes for a cross, think over. Crystal Palace player Mitchell kicks it out. Oh, it still is.
I tell you what, I saw a stat the other day, or I saw a thing on Twitter. He's only got 6 months left on his contract,
Who does? Mitchell?
and I would be all over him. Now, I don't for a second think we've got a chance. God, Palace will rightly give him a new contract. But young left back, Premier League. He's been playing in the Premier League for a year now. It's about this time. It's about Christmas, or maybe just at the start of lockdown, the Project Restart. He come in. He's a decent left back for a young kid. I would be.
It's a good tackle from the Crystal Palace player there. I thought Declan Rice tried to penetrate the defence, but the player intercepted it. Good tracking back from Declan Rice. Unbelievable tracking back. Declan Rice calming it all down. Souček, West Ham now gaining hold of the ball, gaining possession.
Now we're starting to get in.
And now we're starting to get into the rhythm.
We really got away with that. You know, letting them off, giving them. I'll take it back. Giving them an early goal. We gave them the early opportunity. It was a quality finish from Zaha, and it's something they've been missing.
West Ham go long. Soufal down the right, but the ball trickles out.
I tell you what, though, if that had been angled in a bit more, that would have stayed on. That wouldn't have rolled out. I don't think that would have rolled out for a goal kick, because that pitch is really, really
soggy, innit?
wet. Like you can still see on the screen, it's hammering it down.
If you're not watching the stream, like literally when we say how wet the pitch is, if you're say standing in the halfway line and you play a low ball back to your keeper along the ground,
it's not going to make it.
It won't make it back to the keeper.
Best way to describe it: the pitch isn't as muddy or as cut up, but the wetness is the same as the game as Stockport.
Yeah.
It's the same wet. And the thing is that's quite shocking for a Premier League ground. Normally, the irrigation and the drainage on the pitches is really good.
Yeah.
But it is that damp, is that where the ball is holding up that much. Obviously,
Soufal's giving the ball away.
Zaha
on the ball. Benrahma wins it back. Keeps going through, driving through the middle of the park, halfway line. Out wide to Fornals. Go on, Fornals.
Go on, Pablo.
Plays it back to Aaron Creswell. Oh, he tries some cheeky ball, but it goes out for a West Ham throw-in.
He just pinged that straight into Townsend's face. Well, 13 minutes in, I think they had the first 7-8 minutes, and we've sort of had the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Creswell plays the ball back, halfway line to Oggy. Finds Dawson, wide over on the right, back in the West Ham half. Composed play, keep a hold of the ball. Take your time, look for the pass. Chips the ball forward to Antonio. Feeds back to Souček, out wide to Soufal. Feeds back to Souček. Souček goes long. To Antonio, puts the pressure on, gets a West Ham throw in.
So we can see that Benrahma is the one playing inside at the moment.
Benrahma on wide right, tries a few tricks, puts it back to Soufal.
Oh, it had to be first time.
Play it. He's been dispossessed. 2 players on 1. Crystal Palace.
Yeah, he had to cross that first time. He wasn't going to get the chance for another touch or two.
Yeah. Good tracking back by Thomas Souček. Unbelievable tracking back. Creswell out wide to Fornals. Those 2 guys, mate, Souček and Declan Rice, make such a difference. Ian Knight, he is, mate. I said it last night in the preview.
Since Souček come in.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. Like, the minute he came in that park is the minute it's just the final one of the pieces to the jigsaw that's connected that midfield. Everything we've been crying out for as fans for what? How many seasons?
An actual.
Oh.
Are they both up? Okay. So it didn't
good tracking back by Benrahma. Benrahma tries it. Back heels it to Souček. Bowen. Cross in. Go on, Antonio. Goes wide to Creswell. Goes all the way over to left hand side. Cuts inside to Fornals. Back to Creswell. Tries something, but it takes a deflection off of Creswell. Brilliant interception again by Declan Rice. Dick has given it away.
Tried to pick up that pass.
Go on, Deckers. Go on, son. Win it back. Brilliant. Putting the pressure on. Absolutely brilliant, West Ham. Oh, no, it's not. Giving the ball away.
Crazy. What is that?
Zaha in the middle of the park. Shut him down. Out wide to Eze. Eze goes. I'll do. Let it go out. Goal kick. I'll do. Shit, so many comments. Let's see if I can jump into some. Rice and Souček class from Scott Randall, 100% mate. Nordics 1-0 already. Some game this could be, yes. Ian Knight, where's everyone watch from? Good question. If you are watching our stream, put in the comments and let us know where you are watching from. Your chat column is in the wrong place, fellas. Huh? Don't know what that means. Missed our goal. Was it good, lads? Yeah, really good, mate. Fornals got the ball on the left-hand side, chipped the ball forward into the 8 yards, like into the box where Antonio was, right on the byline, and then he chipped it back to Thomas Souček. It was about 6 yards out and a bullet header into the back of the net. Really good goal. Good teamwork goal. Go on, Benrahma. Benrahma's been everywhere tonight, like tracking back, winning balls.
He's really been up for it tonight.
Yeah, he's really up for it, isn't he? Confidence coming out of even like players like Fornals, mate. Like,
well, there should be confidence. Like, I don't know if I said it to you last night. Look, we've got nothing to lose now. They've got 19 games where they can just go at it and they've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But the position we put ourselves in after the first half of the season, you know, no one in their wildest dreams and said we'd have that many points after 19 games.
Mm.
So that, you know, when you're in a relegation battle, you can't do some of the stuff they're doing because the pressure's on and you can't afford to take that.
Ezzy's playing really well there now. He's got hold of the ball, past it, playing a 1-2 with Zaha, but fortunately for us, it's gone straight to Fabianski. He's a very, very, very clever footballer, mate.
He is someone I kind of think slip through our fingers a bit.
Yeah, I do, mate. Look how the ball just sticks to his feet. He's just extremely clever.
I mean, I think Moyes said, didn't he, at one point, he was our first choice.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have the money. It's
West Ham throw-in.
Yeah.
Halfway into the Palace half.
That was definitely a foul.
Did he mean that? Did Antonio mean that?
What's that?
Or was that
the touch? I
the pass?
No idea. I'm not sure. I was still looking at the foul throw that Soufal didn't get pulled up on.
Are you still what's your time, mate?
I'm on 18, 15, 16, 17.
Around literally 2 seconds.
In front of me. Yeah. Or behind me.
No, but in front.
In front, yeah.
Augie, halfway line, drives forwards, goes short to Antonio, dispossessed, Zaha on the ball in the middle of the park, does a bit of trickery, Thomas Souček, he feeds the ball through to Benteke, he's onside, he's inside the 18-yard box, cutting inside to his right foot. Well, they've played him on. He's still on, yeah? Oh, no, they've given it. Is that how long they've taken? Oh, okay. So
they have to. It's the rule now, isn't it?
I know, but you forget,
an awful rule.
You forget.
It's an awful rule. He looked like he was nowhere near close. But the rule is you have to let him play on. Let's see the replay.
Oh, yeah, he's not, mate. He is. He's totally offside.
Miles off. He's about...
Yeah.
But it's the rule now, and which I understand why, because you've got VAR. You let the play.
I know, mate, but
scores,
I know, but you've got to get your head round it and get used to it when you watch it, don't you?
Whereas if you flag it straight away.
Palace got the ball in the mid 18-yard box, driving forwards,
down,
left foot, cross in. Fabianski, well done.
Good take. Almost under his own crossbar there. Good take from Fabianski. I think he actually went back and gave a free kick, it looks like. From the way that started, it looks like they gave a foul in the build-up on Zaha.
MacArthur for Crystal Palace, that was. Done a bit of trickery inside the 18-yard box, got to the byline, crossed it in, but Fabianski cleared up. Fabianski's gone long. Greg Dawson with a big header.
Bowen.
He's probably been our quietest player.
Switch it,
yeah, he has. Creswell, Benrahma. Benrahma still got hold of the ball, feeds Declan Rice out back to Creswell. Oh, brilliant, brings it, cuts inside to his right foot, back out to Declan Rice on the right-hand, on the left-hand side.
Into Benrahma there.
Souček, Declan Rice again. Switches play completely. Brilliant ball, finds Soufal. Goes back to the halfway line to Dawson. Keeps a hold of the ball though, West Ham. Nice spell for West Ham as well. Bowen out wide to Declan Rice.
You just need a bit of possession.
Yep. Rice out to Creswell on the left. Again, tries to cut inside to his right foot. Heads all the way back to the halfway line. Plays it back to Augie. Nice, again, mate, though. Nice spell, keeping ball, keeping possession.
Yeah. Make Palace do some running for once.
Yeah, that's what they're doing, 100%. Dawson driving forwards. Oh, he's getting... That's it. Dawson's still forward. Antonio on the ball. Plays the ball through to Bowen. Oh, he's still got hold of the ball. Don't know how he has. Oh, he's dispossessed. Ezzy just reminds me of like when you played football at school as a kid, and you always had that one footballer who would just knock the ball by you and just get around you no problem at all. And but he can also kind of like, he can shift his body in a way that the ball, he can drag the ball behind him and bring it in,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it sticks to it. It's a bit. I'm not making the comparison, but when you talk about the ball sticking to a player, the only player you think of is Zidane. I mean, I'm not, but he's that kind of style, is what I'm trying to say.
Like even when you knock him, the ball still stays at his feet. Like he's got a really good low centre of gravity.
Yeah.
Like you might knock him and he might stumble, but somehow he's got like glue on his boots. He just sticks. He is another one that I think I said it. I might have been on the preview back in December for the first fixture. That I don't think he'll be here for more than like another couple of years. Regardless of whether he'd gone to a West Ham or a Palace, I think he's only going to be either club where he went to. He'd only be here 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I think in another couple of years he will be making that step up to one of the big teams because he has got that amount of quality in him.
West Ham got hold of the ball. Augie, their own half.
So we sort of calmed down after that frenetic first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
Dawson.
Palace. We're sort of slowly, methodically passing and probing and prodding, and Palace for the most part seem quite happy to let us do it.
Yep. Declan Rice out wide left. Creswell, Declan Rice in the halfway line. Keeps coming forward. Feeds the ball through to Antonio. He's pulled down. No, surely ref. Yeah, he's given a free kick. West Ham. 30 yards out. Free kick to West Ham. Twenty 24 minutes gone nearly. Crystal Palace 1, West Ham 1. Let me get a banner up here. Give you the update.
Looks like Benrahma's walked away from it. No, Benrahma's coming back to it.
He is, yeah. But it looks it's crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, you assume so. Whip it in.
Crazy with a cross. Antonio. Oh, get it! Let's go! So
check again.
I don't know what has happened, mate. I do not know what has happened there, but the ball has been pinged in from Creswell. It's literally gone to the back post.
Couldn't see what happened. But get that man his potato salad.
Honestly, mate. Creswell
right, have a look at
pings the ball in.
He's miles onside if it's Souček.
Oh,
Antonio misses the header.
Still, we can't hear you, mate. Can't hear you, mate. Still can't hear you.
What a great cross and what great control.
Misses it. Hits him on the thigh and he volleys it in.
Look at the way he controls.
Look at that, lads. So let me just explain to you. The free kick, Creswell pings the ball in. It was a brilliant ball in from Creswell. It lands on Souček probably, 1 yard from the byline? 1 yard from the goal line? But he's out. It's like going out for a goal kick. He controls it with his knee, or his thigh. Deft touch, and volleys it into the bottom of the net. 2-1 West Ham.
I wonder they're looking at VAR.
For something. I mean, he actually intentionally pulled his hand out of the way, so I don't know what they're looking at. What are they looking for?
Antonio handball.
Antonio?
It's not touched his hand.
No.
I tell you what, Antonio, if they disallow this, it'll be out of order.
Antonio's pulled his hand out of the way. Souček's pulled his hand out.
If they disallow this...
They're saying possible offside. Are they saying it come off Antonio and then Souček's in an offside position, or are they saying Antonio's offside in the build-up?
He's not touched it. Not touched it. Antonio has not touched it at all. Not even his hand. Nothing. See, look at the gap.
That's what they're trying to say. Yeah, he has not touched that ball, and Souček was offside.
He's not.
So
there's no way.
There's no way they can overrule this.
Decision goal.
No, decision goal. Decision goal. Good. Offside. Yeah. And that, people, is where VAR works.
Go on, Antonio! Go on! He's hit the post! He's hit the post. He's from like 18 yards out. He's gone through the middle. He has smashed it into the bottom left-hand side. It's hit the post and it's parried out to the right-hand side.
So they kick off. They pass it backwards.
Literally kicked off. The keeper
passed it backwards, short. Antonio screams on the edge of the box, hits it first time, hits the bottom of the post, and goes out for a goal kick. We said at the start, didn't we, about the ball holding up. Sakho makes an absolute awful. Not Sakho. Kouate makes an awful pass.
Was that Kouate? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, centre back. I was going to say.
And he literally Kouati literally plays in Antonio. That's something we used to say, 3 or 4 years ago. And Antonio from 20 yards out, smashed it in.
He's hit from sort of like the centre edge of the D, didn't he? On the edge of the box. He was getting closed down by Kouati.
I wonder what the odds would be. I wonder what the odds would be on a Souček hat trick.
Mate, holy... I mean,
not now, you, but what would it probably get one very good odds, but before
now,
the game,
nothing, but...
No, yeah, before the game.
Go on, Tommy boy!
As I was about to say, before we all saw Antonio smack
the
post, that's where VAR works. You know,
go on! Ah.
Have you said, you know, our composure, if there's anything to say about this season...
West Ham, sorry, Creswell. He intercepts the ball.
Go on, Crizzy.
Declan Rice through the middle. The part to Thomas Souček. Out wide to Antonio. Keeps a hold of the ball on the right-hand side.
See if I only overlap.
Tries to skip by Essie. Wins the ball back. And it's gone out. Sorry, still.
I'm just really impressed at our composure. You know, even when we go a goal down, we just seem
you said that, didn't you?
Calm and relaxed. And it's been like the whole season's been like this. Which is why I don't think we fear anyone anymore. I really don't.
How many times have we said under Bilic, and then towards the end of Pellegrini's era, where once you went one, it was how many we conceded.
Yeah.
You know, even to be fair, I like Moyes now. He's won me over. But even when Moyes come in the first time, if you go back and look at that first run, there was plenty of games where we still shipped 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah.
It was like if we didn't concede, you know, we'd probably get something out of it. If we conceded, it was like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals. Now, even when we do concede, and that's credit to Moyes, and he fully deserves it, you still think, you know what, no, we're going to get back in this game. And it's credit to him. Like you said, he's changed the mentality of the players.
Mate, the big one of the other things for West Ham is like defensively how we shape up. I mean, how Ogbonna has actually come on generally as a defender is actually unbelievable. In particular, since David Moyes has come in, David Moyes has actually gone and seen 2 things here. He's gone, you know, he's addressed the fact that we always had to score more than we conceded. But now what he's doing is he's like, well, let's nullify that threat going back the way,
but still score.
Yeah, and give creativity to that. And he's. I mean, I just watched it. I didn't
think he had it in him. I didn't think Moyes had this in him.
And this is not even like just because of this game in general. Like I tell you, when my really, really strong moment came from David Moyes, I think we were doing loads of these videos. It must have been about 10 games ago that I kept thinking to myself, I kept coming into these games and I kept thinking, Moyes has changed my mindset. Like completely changed my mindset. Like when I talk now, I'm talking differently. And that can't change overnight because we lose a game, say, in the future or now or whatever. No. It can't change. Like he has now officially, I'm there. Like I'm Team Moyes, like all the way.
Yeah. I think it was Leon. Was it Leon Osman was on the FA Cup commentary at the weekend? I think it was Osman was on for us for BBC, and he turned around and said he'd done the same thing when he went to Everton. He brought them in and said, "Look, first thing we're going to do is you're going to learn to defend properly. We're going to shut up. We're not giving away cheap, needless goals." And he said once they got that solid foundation built, then he built forward, and then they started doing.
This is one of the first times though we're seeing, and still, and Matt, you'll even back this up, every time each week I came in and I said we've got no consistency in team selection in our defence, but this is why we will not drop players like Creswell. This is why we will not rest or drop all those sort of players when they're firing all cylinders. That's the partnership. So it's going to take one of them to have an injury or suspension for another player to come in and step up. Anyway, Thomas Souček driving through the middle, shoot from distance. I thought I was in.
He's up for it, isn't he? He's up for it.
They all are.
So yeah, it was a tackle from Creswell. It was a really good tackle as well. I don't know if that was diving on the floor. Was it Townsend that went down? I wouldn't say he died, but he just went down looking for the free kick. Souček come in. It was a comfortable save for Guaita in the end. Souček going for the hat trick though. And like you said earlier, and he's probably been our biggest signing since Payet for me.
I genuinely think he could be here.
Not in the same, obviously not anywhere near the same style of player, but in terms of impact on the team,
Yeah,
he's had higher levels of impact. Yeah, because you said we. The thing is, it frustrates us as fans because we've said it. Bilic knew it when he tried to bring in friggin' what's his name from
Carvalho
in Lisbon. Yeah, he's like, I need a holding midfielder, and he went on to him. Then he went to someone else, and it was like it took 4 years.
The email saga, we call it, the email saga.
Yeah, but it took 4 or 5 years to get, and it went on to
Palace on the attack.
Another centre mid, and it's taken 4 or 5 years.
Go on, Dawson. Benteke's won that header.
Foul. But he's heading it back out of the box.
Oh, well done, West Ham. Zaha tried something tricky
Stop
there.
moaning Zaha and get on with it. What the hell was going on with your haircut, mate? God's sake.
I must admit, he's trying to say he didn't touch it, but I mean, it looked plain as day.
He's a moany, whiny git. For as decent player as he is, he's a whiny little git.
I haven't seen a replay,
really like it.
On the TV camera, it looked plain as day that Bowen kicked the ball against him and it went out for a throw-in.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we haven't seen a replay, so I can't attest 100% because they didn't show us a zoomed-in angle of it, but it looks pretty conclusive. So I don't see how he's trying to say he didn't touch it.
Exactly. Do you know what I've noticed in this game, and maybe I hadn't noticed it before, is whenever West Ham get the ball, if they feel like that there isn't an angle, to go down one side, they switch to play. They've been doing it quite a lot today. I'm sure they've been doing it.
Again,
I haven't quite noticed it as much. Sorry, mate?
But it's the speed we're doing it at is the thing as well. Like you saw, was it Declan Rice a little while back when he done that one big raking ball out to Souček?
Because Anton commented a moment ago, did Antonio mean that ball where he sort of whacked it across the pitch?
Yeah.
And I think he did.
We see there.
What, the one for Fornals?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought. Yeah, no, I meant. Yeah, he definitely did mean that one. Yeah.
Whipped him by Chris. Oh, cancel that throw-in.
I think Rice is carrying a little knock, but I'm thinking he's running it off, isn't he?
It's the thing about confidence. Was he given a?
What's going on there? It's a throw on to West Ham. So what's he given?
Was he saying what? Oh, he wasn't happy from the position for which Cresswell was taking it. Cresswell was
it was right on the corner. It was right on the corner. So I don't know what he's thinking. He's given a throw on to Palace.
How's he giving a throw on to Palace? What? How was he giving that throw into Palace?
What are you doing, referee? Get it together, mate.
What is he actually doing? That's where he was in the first place. That's where he was, and you told him to move.
It's a West Ham free.
Now he's giving him a free kick.
It's a free kick now to West Ham.
Cresswell's
like so confused.
Cresswell's like, can you actually make up your fucking mind? Like, can you?
It's not. It's a throw-in now. It's a throw-in.
It's a throw-in.
Wow, unbelievable.
Referee needs to get it together. He needs to get it together. That was. I feel sorry.
Go on, Benrahma. Go on. Plays the ball shortly through to Fornals. Good leg-up play. Shoots from distance. It's a shame.
You don't need to, mate.
It's a shame.
You don't need to, Benrahma.
Nah. But Moyes is going mental there at that. But nice link-up play again between him and Fornals. They're starting to strike a little bit of a partnership together. I like that.
He's unhappy with Benrahma there, and rightly so. Rightly so.
Yeah, that was very, very, very.
That's shown a sign.
Yards, maybe.
Yeah, that shoot has shown us a sign that he's obviously now desperate for a goal.
Yeah,
he is playing well though. He is playing well.
But he doesn't have to be desperate.
The thing is, right, I can't blame him.
Great
because
pressing.
how the
Go on, Benrahma.
A ball could skid through. I can't. But you've got to get your shot on target.
Brilliant, Jared Bowen.
And if you're gonna, and it wasn't even a good connection. He absolutely shanked it and dragged it wide. Referee's on drugs. Yeah, possibly.
I think you, Grandpa. But no one knew what he was trying to do there.
Even Chris was literally like, "What?" And he put the ball. No, because the thing is, he actually took the throw in, basically where he started.
Yeah.
First of all, we went further back.
Antonio
can't take to Benrahma.
Cuts it in.
Oh, go on, Fornals! He's on the edge of the box. Oh, it's too many men there on his left foot. If Antonio had got that ball to Benrahma, he was home free and one-on-one with the keeper. Look there, look at Benrahma, look at him. Oh, it just goes behind him. It just goes behind him.
Yeah, and then too many players around him by then.
If Souček had played it the first time to Benrahma was in.
Oh.
Augie. Souček. Look at that! What a tackle! Out wide to Fornals.
Back to Creswell on the left side. Back into Declan. Switches to play.
I think a third would be killer right now.
Good. Let's do it. What a shame. Unlucky so far.
You're right. They are doing more, but I think that's a case of because Man City do it a lot, and Man City have been doing it for years. You have to have confidence in the players in your team, so you got to have confidence that if you make that big switching play, you're leaving your teammate exposed. You have confidence that one, you can make the pass, and two, they can deal with it. You know, if you play that ball and you get it wrong, I mean, I've still got flashbacks to Masuaku trying to do it against Brighton and we end up drawing 3-3. But it's the quality of the player and the person receiving it. But because we're on a good run of form, the confidence is really high. The players are like, you know what? No, we can do that ball.
Goes long.
John wants to know who would take our penalties.
Oh, go on, Ben Ramo!
John wants to know who would take our penalties if we ever got one.
Apparently,
I don't think we're going to.
I saw the rumour that it's Rice.
I think it's Antonio. I think he's.
I don't know. I don't know.
Did he not? Did he not take the last one? Was it Norwich?
Who? Rice?
No, Antonio.
United.
Antonio.
It was United, wasn't it?
Or was it United?
But that was only because he was going to get 100 grand or something.
Oh,
he
his
scored 10
bonus,
goals for the season.
Did he not score a penalty against Norwich when he got 4 goals? Was one of them not a penalty?
No. He scored a tap in.
I think it's Antonio, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Rice either.
There was a rumour going round on the lands of social media last week. I think it was.
Go on! Go on! Oh, he's left there! Hit it! Has he hit the post? Has he hit the post? What's happened? I have no idea.
It hit the post.
How has he hit the post?
It hit the post.
Creswell's had a shot, absolutely shanked it, and it was almost.
Look at.
Picture perfect replay.
Look at Fornals. Look at Fornals though.
He should have hit it first time.
He should have hit it first time, but he's dummied it. I love it.
It was almost a picture perfect replay. We scored against Everton.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the goal we scored against Everton. Where Souček pushed it in.
Twice.
Creswell has smashed it and it's hit off of Antonio's leg. He's tried to guide it into the goal and it's hit the opposite side of the post. Unlucky.
So Benrahma with the ball.
Go on!
Yeah!
Yes! Go on, Benrahma, son! Go on!
That's what we want to see. Now get the final ball. Next ball. There we go.
That ball! Oh, fucking annoys me. Anyway, so throw in. Deep,
that was great play by Benrahma, that. Great play. There you go. Antonio took the penalty at Man United. So, yeah.
I thought he scored that. I was up celebrating, but I was down quickly as I was up celebrating. I thought he'd scored it. Couldn't believe it.
Benrahma picked it up again. Unlucky. So Palace got the ball. So foul. Don't let him beat you.
Zaha puts the ball onto his right foot, tries to do something trickery, but well done, Tommy Souček.
Souček.
Oh, I love it! Go on, Souček, son! That was a fucking brilliant tackle, mate. That was a brilliant tackle.
Ball switched, great ball.
I had no complaints.
Unlucky.
Just hung off in the air a bit there.
There's a little bit of passionate there about that Souček tackle on Zaha. Apologies.
So
really good point, mate. If we get a penalty today, Souček should take it. I agree with that. Let him get let the boy get his hat trick.
Let him have hat trick.
Nah, yeah. I think the only way that would happen. No, I don't think they would. Not when you only do it if there's a 2-goal gap, really, wouldn't you?
Give the player I'd do it. I'll give him his hat trick.
See, this is where you need like NFL style, where they bring on the set piece team.
Look,
you get the penalty, and you bring on Noble just to take it.
Benrahma, cross between Pyatt and Devonshire. That's high praise indeed, mate.
It is, mate.
High praise indeed.
I tell you what, I still don't think Benrahma's at 100%, and we're still seeing decent play. I still don't think he's 100%.
Play, yeah.
He's been good, but he's not been at his best, and he's still been good. So I still think he's got more to come.
Ref, that is a booking. That's a booking. He's not
Thomas
attempting to play the
Souček, the
ball
most
whatsoever.
underrated player in the world. I agree.
Mate.
What a brilliant find. Let's hope we keep
hold of it. I saw an
article
earlier, I can't remember, it was on the internet somewhere, and it was talking about, it basically done like 1 to 30, like kit numbers 1 to 30, and he was like the most underrated player in Europe currently based on each number shirt, and I don't know what Souček's number is, but he was on that list.
28, is he? 28, 29?
Yeah.
What is he? 28.
They were like, he does not get anywhere near enough praise. Did he actually get booked Milivojevic for that? I don't think he did he?
No, don't think so. Owen wants Souček to score 5 to boost up his fantasy points.
I don't even talk to me about fantasy points. I am fuming. I had Souček in at the start of the season, right? Bigging up to my Arsenal mate. I was like, he's going to get double figures this year and he'll get me loads of points. He didn't score until like the middle of December, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or in November when Antonio went out. So I took him out of my team. And since I've taken him out of my team, he keeps scoring. But now I'm sort of like, that thing.
You know,
I don't want to put him back in now because I don't want to stop scoring.
In theory, we've seen 3 or 4. Like we've seen when Thomas Souček came in to West Ham at the start, it took him about 2 games to go into the season. Then Project Restart kicked back in. It took him about 2 games to kick back in again. But when he's in and he's settled, he is next level. Next level.
Dave, I don't want to say it, mate. Palace ain't in it, but you know,
we need that third goal.
You know, we need that third goal.
Zaha's getting annoyed at his own teammates now. He's not
coming, lads. It's coming. It's coming.
Toby, that might not mean much. Noble from.
Yeah, he let him do it for his bonus, didn't he?
Goals. How do you rate Souček? Well, mate, unbelievable, Owen. You know, just we rate him very, very highly indeed. Very highly. Lee, what a great thing. What happened there?
That was nasty.
Book him.
Zaha on Dawson.
Get the card out and book him.
He's laughing. You better be booking him for that. Like, that was naughty. You just having a word. This is what happened last game against Palace, that the ref just didn't book anyone. And the first time we made a foul.
That's cynical. That's absolutely cynical.
That's a booking.
That is a booking.
I love this comment. Dawson taking his first half break. It's good. Like it.
Lee,
who wrote that actually?
What a great team we really have. We really do have. I'm absolutely happy. Come on, London. Come on, you Irons. London is claret and blue. Absolutely.
This is exactly what happened in the first game. I'm not talking just about Zaha, but Palace put in so many fouls and just didn't get a booking.
Yeah.
And like the second we made one foul, we got booked. That was cynical. He literally just swiped at him when he weren't going to get the ball.
Bowen, Souček, goes out for a West Ham throw in.
Mike says, I've had to take the headphones off and put you through the TV as Anton just made me jump out of my skin.
Go on! Oh, sorry. Sorry again, sorry.
Go on.
That's Anton, lad.
2 minutes added time. Apologies, mate. Apologies.
All right, 2 minutes of added time at the end of the first half.
Let's get a third goal. Let's get a third goal. Let's wrap this up.
I'm assuming it's a left-footed swinger.
So it's a corner, right-hand side on our
Bowen's
right.
Take it.
Yeah,
and it goes.
Go on! Oh, it was going on now. Oggie's head. It just went over Oggie's head. Oh. Good look at Antonio. Oh!
Okay, that should be a booking.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's all right. No, I don't think it will be a booking. No, I don't think it'll be. I don't think he actually. I don't think he touched him, mate. I think it was like a sliding. They were both like, oh, and I think he'll be all right.
Vaclav, how are you, mate? Souček was taking penalties when playing for Slavia Prague.
Oh, brilliant from Dawson.
He scores no problem.
Dawson.
Dawson receives the ball. Benteke's putting pressure on him. He cuts over to the left-hand side and then smashes the ball off Benteke and goes out for a West Ham goal kick.
It wasn't a booking. Fair play.
Mark, we're waiting on that confirmation, mate. We know it's likely to happen so that we can actually get Lingard in on loan.
And like you said, it makes sense because he's the compulsory buy, isn't he? I mean, I still think they bring Dawson in, but Dawson's the option to buy, whereas this is the permanent to buy. And I mean, Sky. I've got Sky Sports on in the background, and there's a picture of him up there, but I have no idea what they're talking about.
Shall I tell you where we are in the league right now, lads?
We're fourth.
As it stands, we're fourth. I mean, we're above Liverpool, Spurs, Everton, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Half time.
You know what, though? I think
lads.
you said it yourself.
Crystal Palace 1, West Ham 2. Time. Hold on a second, Matt. Let's get ready for it.
Hello, West Ham United for another half-time report. What an amazing first half it's been. Back over to the lads, back in the studio, our remote studios. It could have been 4 or 5-1, couldn't it? Antonio could have had 2 goals. Souček, the man of the year, with 2. What are we thinking, lads? What are we thinking?
Yes.
Anybody
come
else?
on.
Anybody? What do you think of that first half then, young man?
Well, obviously not a great start to the half. Went 1-0 down, but I was never in doubt. We came back, I think, was it 6 minutes after Zaha scored. Souček's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Souček's on fire. And
yes, Chicky boy.
yeah, we've been in absolute control since they scored that goal, I think, and it's the new West Ham. We've come back, we've looked good. Ben Rama's looked sharp. We've all looked sharp out there. The only player that I said who hasn't had the best half so far, I don't think he's been superb, but everyone else out there absolutely fantastic, and we've come back very, very well after we went 1-0 down after about 5 minutes.
Yeah, look, we could have, and the scoreline could be a lot more than it is. I mean, it should be 5 or 6-1, really, shouldn't it? Obviously, the 2 Antonio efforts. We've got a Fornals who really should have taken his shot, and he should have won. He should have scored that, I suppose, but he didn't. So there's another effort. I don't know. I mean, look, it's really impressive. I was very worried as soon as we started. I thought, Crystal Palace all over us. Stell was saying in there, don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Everything will be all right. And he was proven right for the first time this century. But no, it's absolutely...
Sorry, Alf. There you go.
Oh, that's just... Hey, this is Alf's halftime report, not yours now. Bugger off to Sunday. Look, it's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. We're playing well. We're playing with a bit of, a bit of steel in defence. Yeah, a little bit lax on the first, on their goal, but after that's been really good. I say, I can't really fault any of the players. And Stell just said it. We're sitting 4th right now, Champions League. Can we be dreaming of such lofty ambitions? Yeah, I think that's a bit too early for all that. But I think we're doing really well. So, Jake, what do you think of the second half? Should we talk in substitutes? Should we talk about changing it up a little bit, or should we just keep it exactly as it is?
No, I think keep it exactly as it is. As you said, we should be 4-1 up at least with the Ben Rama. Antonio hit the post. Fornals should have shot straight away instead of leaving for the dummy for Creswell. But yeah, go out, and then if we get a quick goal, 3-1, we're out of sight. Perhaps bring Odebeko on, but I don't think any changes for once needs to be made, and I'm sure Moyes will latch onto that and listen to me and not make any changes at all.
What about this? Let's say we reach about 60 minutes, 70 minutes. It's still 2-1. Do you think we should say, right, we should close down the game, try and stick at 2-1, maybe take off Antonio, take off a Bowen, bring on a Yarmolenko, just try something different, but essentially just be happy with the 2-1, not concede. How about that?
At what minutes that, Alf, are you saying?
60, 70 minutes.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him do it this season. We've seen him do it with Noble. Was it against West Brom? And it did work. And I remember doing the match day live, and I remember still saying, I don't agree with it. Where I don't mind it now, because I think we've got a capable enough player to come in and do that. But It depends, I suppose, maybe on what Crystal Palace do in terms of substitutions, as well. So I don't know. It'll be an interesting one. I see the point in it, and I see West Ham doing it. But I think what we should really try and do is go into this second half and start as we ended. And if we can do that and try and put the game to bed early, how nice would it be to be in a position where we can actually go into the second half, try and a couple of the goals, and be that way up and let players really free to do what they're doing. But to be fair, they are. I mean, Alf, I know you were a while ago talking about disappointment, and sometimes this is a long time ago in terms of Fornals, but he's really stepping up to the mark, isn't he?
I think his general play is fantastic, but I still say this about Fornals, and he's done it again tonight, in that, he should have taken a shot there and he probably would have scored. He still has this habit for me of either missing a good opportunity or not taking a good opportunity. But overall, you can't fault his play. And I think I said this a few weeks ago as well, that actually, whereas last season, the season before, and every other season, you could pretty much fault every single player, or you'd probably just be picking out Rice as our best player of recent years. Now you're kind of finding it difficult to find a problem with any of our players. They're all playing really well. They've all upped their game. They're playing with freedom. Moyes has got them organised. He's telling them all to work hard. He's telling them to concentrate on the defensive side of the game. We're not pushovers anymore, or at the moment we're not pushovers. And also, even if we are letting in goals, it's not game over. We've still got a bit of fight in us to come back and give a team to go. I think if we had scored a third goal in the first half, I would really be pushing for a substitution.
Yeah.
Purely to save their energy for the next games ahead. That's all I say. I think if we get an early goal in the second half, I'll be looking at Moyes and say, look, think about this tactically now for the next coming games ahead. Let's take off Antonio. Let's take off some other player and just bring in a couple of the other players. What do you think about that, Jake? Am I mad or am I right?
Yeah, well, I think, as you said, kind of, if it's 2-1, I think we saw in the first 5 minutes that Palace, they've got, if Zaha and Eze are there, there's threat there. So for me, 2-1, I think, as you said, 3-1 for me, give the main players a rest for me, because I think that obviously we've got games every kind of twice a week, haven't we? But at 2-1, not for me. 3-1, probably.
Let me ask you this, Jake. There's obviously it's a transfer period of the season right now. Do you think there are any players that could come in right now and do a better job than the players that we've got?
No, not by a long way. I don't think. Whether it's Huang, whatever his name is, He-Chan.
Come on, Jakey boy.
Him up top.
Huang, whatever his name is.
Oh, well, you know us here. We're not very good at pronunciations here, are we? So no, I don't think so. I mean, Jesse Lingard, no. No, not for me. I don't think. Can I just ask you, though, Alf? We all know you love Fabian Balbuena. What do you think of his kind of replacement at the moment, Craig Dawson?
He's doing a great job. I've got to say, he is doing a great job. But I still prefer to see Balbuena there. I think he had a decent game the other night as well. I don't fully understand why. I think he's probably got more of an aerial presence. I think he's a bit of a no-nonsense defender. So I think Moyes likes him for that. But I still prefer the general for me. Yeah, you never stop me liking Balbuena unless he turns really bad, which he hasn't. He hasn't turned into a bad player. He hasn't had a bad game. It's just circumstances got gone in favour of Dawson. I think.
Can we just acknowledge the two names we've got in the group just now? Naming my future child Souček from Cess. Love it, mate. Absolutely love it. And
what do you think of that one? What do you think the first off then, Cess?
Well, I said before the game started, don't give Zaha space. And what do we do? In the first 2 minutes, we do exactly what I said, as I was afraid was going to happen. And he just took a first-time shot. We backed off him. Then all of a sudden, like, he scored. We're 1-0 down. They're all over us the first 10 minutes. Then we score. Then all of a sudden, we're bossing the game completely.
Yeah.
And we should be out of sight, really.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's not like 4-5-1. It's incredible, but it's good that we've woken up from that goal and we reacted straight away. That last year or the year before, like, we would have folded completely. It just shows now where we've come from, how far we've come, and you've got to give credit to Moyes. You've got to give credit to him for what he's done with the team and the players, each individual player that's on the pitch that are back to each other from the start. Really, you just got to feel that we are turning the corner a long way. We really are, and we've still got games coming up, but it's looking promising. And the way the table is at the moment, I don't want to.
Cheers, Anton, Alf, Sess. Thank you.
Cheers. I don't want to toot my horn. I don't really want to say anything. I'm tempted. I really am tempted to say something, but knowing us, like, it's the West Ham way, things go completely tits up. But I'm just gonna keep myself reserved and just wait till at least March, April, and start tooting my horn.
Yeah, I mean, Seth, look, I kind of touched on it before, but my only fear about this is that we've had 2 or 3 further opportunities to get, goals, hit the post twice. I think Fornal should have taken his shot, and we would have scored. I'm confident he would have scored. My concern is still 2-1.
Yeah,
2-1. Whilst I don't think Crystal Palace have looked particularly dangerous, I still think they're dangerous. I really like Eze as a player. I remember seeing him a couple of years ago. Was it last year or the year before? At Reading for QPR. Great player, lots of skill. I just didn't think he had a lot of end product. I think now he's got end product.
I remember we had this conversation on the transfer when we were doing the transfer news before the start of the season. I remember we had this conversation. We all did, in fact, about Eze.
Nice.
And you were
player.
saying the exact same thing then, but at least now you can see what he's capable of and what I've been trying to say for like a long time. He is that good of a player. I rate him highly. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who Palace have got on the bench who can really hurt us. I mean, I didn't look at their full lineup actually, but I'm pretty confident that who they've got on the bench isn't really going to be, Van Arnold. They got he's called a couple of
not really anything that's.
There's nothing there. Is it Batshuayi? I don't know. He's not really doing anything. It really is. So I think this is their best 11, and I just don't think their best 11 is. They're quite at the races tonight. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. I think we're just better at containing them than they are at taking the game to us.
Absolutely.
But I still think I still want us to get that 3rd goal. If we can get that 3rd goal, I think we'll be safe. And then, Seth, which players do we bring off at the 60-70 mark?
Now that's an interesting one. I would probably if we're like 3-4-1 up, I'll take Antonio off.
Yeah.
And give Odebenko a run out.
Yeah. What about the lads from midweek? Are they? Do you think they have a future in the sort of starting 11? Okay, I'm not talking 5 or 10 years time. I'm talking more in this season, let's say.
I think it's an interesting one. He said that, especially like with the likes of Duke. I think there's question marks with him at the moment. Like, whether should we move him on? Should we cash out on him? But it's good to have that at the moment. It's good to have that type of depth at the moment. I think we need more depth. In fact, to be honest with you, what we've got at the moment.
Lads,
our squad is kind of thin. To be honest,
lads, can I ask a question about Benrahma? Alf, what's your thoughts on Benrahma, mate?
I still think that Benrahma is getting better with every game. I just think, and I look at Moyes' expression, and I think he's saying, "Where's the end product? Where's the end?" With Benrahma, there's a few touches here. And I think he's got better with his product. I just think he wants him to start producing more, delivering more goals. I think that's what he's looking at. I still think that Moyes is a little bit frustrated with Benrahma.
I think we saw I think we saw that though, didn't we? When Benrahma had that chance from about 30 yards out, and he shot and it kind of trickled towards the keeper. I mean, fair play, he did create the opportunity and he done well playing a 1-2 with Fornals, etc. But you could see Moyes was absolutely raging.
I would kind of agree with Moyes on that. I would say, look, there's a bit of flair there. It's just like any, it's just like any thing. You do all the foreplay, as it were, but in the end, you just want to stick it in, don't you? And if you ain't sticking it in, it's not working. So whilst I don't want to be cruel and say, we should drop Benrahma, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, from Moyes' point of view, I think he's looking at where all the other players are producing. They're producing in their positions, whereas Benrahma, he's producing, but I don't think it's at the level of what we hoped. Put it that way.
Yeah. Let's just see here. There's loads. I'm just trying to bring up more comments. I remember not too long ago, fans were against Moyes, wanting him out. Is it now the case? Hands off our Messiah. Absolutely. And we've kicked off for the second half.
Okay, I've never said that we should get rid of Moyes or anything. In fact, what I've always said is that I wasn't sure whether he was the right appointment for us, but I always said that he should have been given more time the first time around. This second time around, I've been completely hands up. Always criticised his substitutions and his tactical running of the games when we weren't doing great. But we're doing great, so I can't say that we're. He's doing a bad job. I think he's doing a great job.
Yep, absolutely. West Ham goal kick.
Is it started again?
Yep,
we have started. Yes, mate.
I will leave it to the professionals. Thank you for joining the halftime report with me, and I shall see you next year. Good night.
Alf, before you go, mate, everyone's wanting to know, when are you back? When are you making your journey back into the forefront, the presenting? When's your shows coming back? Everyone's asking, me included.
Nobody's asking.
They are. They really are.
They are, mate.
Nobody's asking. Hopefully very soon. Hopefully things might settle down. Hopefully very soon.
Cool. All right, Alf. Cheers for that, mate.
I will return full time. I will return.
That's not good.
Oh no! Oh, Fabianski, get rid of it! Oh, well done, Fabi.
Creswell, it was a really lucky break of the ball there. I think Rice made a tackle in the midfield, and it sort of
gets in there.
He actually knocked it. I don't know, it might be Leslie just went round him, put Zaha in. Fabianski saved the first time, and then got across the block out the second pass.
Take care, Alf.
Eddie's take the corner, right-footed in-swinger. And like the first half, we haven't woken up at the start of the game. Is he looking to swing it in, right-footed, cross comes
straight
in.
on Declan Rice's head.
That's in near post, back into
Ezzy's got the ball again.
Then swing
Get
it
rid of
again.
Fabi. Well done, Fabianski, son.
Well
Go
played,
on.
Fabianski. But that was a big chance out of nothing from West Ham. And that is the danger when you've got those sort of quality players on the pitch still.
Kouati's down. Oh, is it a clash of heads between Kouati and Cahill?
Looks like it. I actually blinked and missed it, but it looks like it is. They're both down holding their heads.
Same as me, mate, yeah. Kouati and Cahill are both down
Mark
injured, but
said,
I've not
I
seen.
heard their heads smack. That doesn't sound good. Scott sounded hollow. I mean, I hope they're okay.
I mean, the rules. If that is a really bad head injury to the two of them, the rules state that they can't play on with a bad head injury, even if they want to.
Roy Hodgson's
because of concussion.
Looks absolutely livid, but I can't comment on the situation. I didn't actually see it. Not gonna lie.
They could be in a predicament here, mate.
They could.
Is there not? They're trying to do a concussion sub, are they not?
Is it?
Let's see here.
For this half
Kouati and Craig. They have absolutely smashed their heads off each other. Now the rules. I'm adamant. There's rules here.
I know there is in rugby. I know there is in NFL, and it's like concussion protocols and.
They're going to bed, guys.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm saying night to the kids.
That's all right, mate. I don't know what the concussion protocol is for Premier League. Kouati's sitting up right now. They're assessing him.
Say, come on, West Ham.
Come on, West Ham.
Say, Irons.
Irons.
Oh, you can hear the whole family now. You can hear it.
They're all joining in. Yeah, I'm
Freddie.
not sure what the rules are on bringing people off.
Say West Ham.
I mean, Cahill, I think, might be all
Say
right.
West Ham. Say West Ham. Right, night.
Carty's still sitting down on the floor. Cahill's up and moving about.
Freddie. Here, Freddie.
The concussion, Toby, concussion subs they brought in. I think it is new now, is it? It's 2 extra subs outside of your 3 subs. But I don't know if that's been brought in for the Premier League. Oh no, they were trialing it. Is it they're trialing it in the cup games? Or is it actually the Premier League as well? It's 2 additional subs outside of your normal 3 subs.
Little West Ham minions, they are.
Cahill sort of looks like he's walking it off, but Carty was still sitting on the floor.
I don't know if he is walking it off.
It could be, mate. I've had a concussion, and
I've had it as well. Yeah.
The concussion sub thing has yet to be agreed, mate.
Yeah, so is it? Are they trialing it in the cup?
No, it just needs to be signed off, and it'll happen in the Premier League. But I thought it was going to start at the beginning of the calendar year, but
that's what I thought. Oh.
Danny agreed to it last week.
I think maybe that was their end game of when they wanted it to start, and obviously, it's not happened.
Hodgson isn't happy now. But I don't know what you do in that situation.
There's a total lack of communication there. That is a breakdown in communication between your players, because one of them, and for me, Scott Down is a senior player, should be saying, he's having it or he's letting Carty take it. But it looks like neither of them really gets a grip of the situation. They take each other out. It's quite a nice situation. Hopefully they're both okay. It's not something you want to see.
No.
Palace on the attack.
Dispossessed by Souček. Rice, good play to Fornals. Out wide to Sufal. Plays the ball forward to Bowen. Oh, unlucky.
You're not going to endear yourself, Ben Rama, doing that. You are not going to endear yourself.
The only thing I will say to you there, though, again, the only thing I'm going to say to that scenario was...
Pays off.
Yeah, but he was surrounded by 3 men. So there was literally really nowhere else for him to go. I get it, but I at least he's done it up there. He's going to try things, and that's what we want. I can forgive him for that. Get rid of it.
Zaha playing it in. Benteke with a touch.
Stand them up, West Ham. Stand them up. Stand them up.
Wide to Zaha.
Zaha's just gone hitting hope
it
up
into
top.
The middle of the box.
Yeah, hoofed it. Yeah, well done.
Souček clears. Antonio wins the header against Chiarte, but it went to no one. Palace have gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. That sort of unsettled the game a bit and unsettled our rhythm. Palace are getting on ball a bit more at the start of the second half.
Crystal Palace on the ball, halfway line, feeds the ball forward, out wide right to Townsend, keeps the ball in. Oh, he slips, keeps it in. No, sits on.
That went out.
That went out.
I don't know.
I think it just stayed in.
Digs the ball out for
completely misheaded that.
Now Benteke's down. See if I was checking he's all right. I don't know what.
I'll tell you what, they're a moany bunch, aren't they? They are a moany bunch.
They are having a look at this.
Yeah.
Why are they checking that?
Looking at what? Sofal didn't touch him.
Why are they checking that?
I'm not sure.
Sofal didn't touch him.
No, nothing.
I don't know what they're checking for.
Giving him it's one of them where they both just committed for the header, haven't they? But normally one guy will properly commit, one guy will sort of pull out of it, whereas they both just fully committed and met each other in the air and both fell on the floor. But Palace on the ball again. Good interception from Creswell. We need to start playing the ball on the floor again. We haven't really been able to get hold of the ball at the start of the second half.
Just after that kind of clash of heads is really kind of
thrown us out of a rhythm.
Yeah, thrown probably everyone out of the game, really, isn't it?
Keep it on the floor. That's it. Keep it on the floor.
Fornals
Good
Out
play.
wide to
Out
Sofal.
to Sofal.
Declan Rice in the middle of the park, drives forward, finds Benrahma, keeps a hold of the ball, head up, goes forward, finds
That's
Fornals.
better than Rama.
Through to Bowen,
Bowen.
cuts into his left foot,
A shot.
shoots from distance. Oh, is it going to fall to Antonio? Cahill header.
Offside. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably offside.
yes, yeah.
He looked like it.
He's been quiet today, Bowen, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. But to be fair though, like they've played the ball a lot through Benrahma and Fornals.
They have.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad
Good
ball.
egg, Dawson.
Oh, great
Well
play
played,
from
Rice.
Deckers. Go on,
Bowen,
Benrahma.
Bowen, take
Go
your
on,
run.
Benrahma.
Go on.
Oh, it's a nice ball. Oh, it's unlucky.
So that time,
It was-
he could have had a shot and he didn't.
But do you know what? That was a little bit like Antonio was on the back foot and slightly being held, ever so slightly. It was just enough for him not to be able to run onto that ball. Nice pass though. Souček again.
Brilliant. Brilliant
Good
play.
football.
Brilliant play, West Ham.
Oh, unlucky from Antonio. Love to look into Souček's game stats every week. I'm going to try and find a website that gives me all of his detailed stats.
Zaha's phone
Perfect.
scores out the pram again. He's not happy. He's only got his own teammates now. It's
It is. That's why I wouldn't. That's why when we were asked earlier on, would you have him at West Ham? I wouldn't have him at West
I
Ham.
don't understand why, but you shouldn't do it to your own teammates. He's frustrated, and that's probably because he's a level above. Do you remember sort of the end of Pyatt's spell, and he just used to just
when he
get
thought
the
he was
hub?
better than
Yeah, And
because
to be fair, To be fair, Zaha is good ball in, well cut.
Brilliant
well suited.
interception from Souček. Fornals. Antonio.
Don't lose it.
He has lost it. Look at that tracking back from Fornals.
Well done, Fornals. Well done, Fornals.
You can see, mate. I'm going to explain it again. His creativity is starting to really come out in him again. It's not just his work rate. Great tacking back from Declan Rice.
That's a foul, isn't it?
That's a
Give him a
foul.
foul.
Ref. Thank you.
Come on, West Ham.
I
don't think we
disagree
need
with
that
that
third.
comment there, Zach. I don't. Bowen doesn't frustrate me. I know what people are saying about, he shoots when he shouldn't sometimes. But for me, he's got 5 goals this season. That'll do for me.
It's so true. On screen, looks like Matt's head is on Ezzy's body. Look. Let's see Stell on Ezzy's
I'm gonna
body.
be that
Go on,
fit.
let's- There you are. Look, there's Stell on
Doesn't
Ezzy's body.
Doesn't
Benrahma.
work the same way.
Whips
Oh,
it in.
unlucky. Let's have a look and see what I look like on Ezzy's body. There we are.
Only Matt.
Just the actual position I'm sitting in, he's trying to get himself in there now. Don't work, see?
Put Matt back on there. That's better.
Go on, Benrahma.
Good ball
Out
out
wide.
wide.
Oh,
Fornals
Well
back
done,
in the
Pablo.
middle. Benrahma again. Declan in the
right to
middle.
Rice.
Beats the player into Bowen. Back out to Deckers. Out wide
Righty
to
wide.
Sofal.
Whip it in.
Back into Rice.
Benrahma in the middle of the park.
Good play, West Ham
Good
United.
play
ball.
from
Good
Benrahma
play.
to Sofal.
Not let him get that
Declan
crossing,
Rice. Good possession by West Ham. Good build-up play. Patient.
Nice play.
Fornals out
Back
wide
out
to
wide.
Sofal. Plays into Bowen.
Bowen back to Sofal. Such patience.
Fornals
Such
back
patience.
to Sofal. Bowen, look at that.
Look at
Well
that.
He's
worked.
inside, cross in, right foot, on the edge of the box. Oh!
Oh.
Townsend comes back and clears the ball out. Really, really, really composed.
Oh, we
Professional.
Barca. Oh, we
Good.
Barca. Oh, we Barca in disguise.
Calm
Oh,
your
we
beans, calm your
Barca
beans.
in disguise.
Benrahma.
Throw in.
Oh, go on, son, go on, he's
man,
tacking.
Go on, mate.
Hit it, yeah! Has he missed it?
How did that not go in?
Oh,
How did that not go in?
Benrahma has done some. I don't know what he's done on the edge of the box.
Great
Quick
play by
throw-in.
Benrahma.
Look at Benrahma. He's taken on 3-1,
One,
2.
players.
Whipped it
Oh, Antonio! It was just him and the keeper.
Go
It was
in.
just him and the keeper. Oh no!
I'll tell you that.
Is
I
he-
don't want to say the obvious, but I hope these misses don't come back to bite us.
Go
on, West Ham,
they won't, mate. We're building up. We're building up.
You're just You're on the exact same wavelength as me right now.
Yeah,
but
We need to stick one of these away.
You're on the same wavelength of every West Ham fan. Go on.
But
I mean, we're so used to it. We just need to stick with the faith that what Moyes is doing. Trust in Moisea. Go on, Antonio.
Oh, go on, Antonio.
18-yard box. Unlucky. Benrahma's having a great game.
Yeah.
Fornals having a great game.
Maybe Benrahma heard that he's getting bought and he's like, oh, better up the game now.
Is he? On the left.
Oh, he's got the overlap there.
Go on, Soufal. Oh, well done.
Kick.
That's a goal kick. Yep,
goal
definite
kick.
goal kick.
Oh, so I'll tell you what, mate. Soufal and Souček. I mean,
Where's Vaclav? Come on, Vaclav.
Where are you?
Come into the
Vaclav?
chat.
We're gonna send you a crate of beer for us having these two Czech players.
Do you know what?
Honestly,
let's send Vaclav a mug.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's a good gesture. Vaclav, give us your address. Not here, obviously, unless you want everyone to have your address.
Vaclav, if you are on social media, Facebook or what's the other one? Twitter. Send us a message with your address, mate. Because you gifted us Souček and Soufal.
There he is. I'm here, lads.
I'm here, lads.
So we will gift you a West Ham Irons United mug.
That's a good trade-off, isn't it, Vaclav? We get two of your best Czech players, and you get a mug.
Oh, well played, Oggy. Well played,
It's the least we can do.
It is the least we can do. Send us your address, Vaclav. We're going to do it as a gesture. And I promise you, we won't send you a cracked one. We'll send you a proper one. Can you stop yawning? Get off. What is wrong with him? Why does he keep yawning?
Got kids, mate.
Mate, have you not had any sleep lately?
I've got 2 kids under the age of 4. What else do you expect me to do?
I've been there. You've got no control over them, mate.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Do you know what has happened? See this working from home malarkey? We actually go to bed a lot later than we normally did.
Yeah, we do.
And then, you know, see if I had to go back to the office, I don't know about the 7 o'clock morning wake-ups. It's just that, I mean, it naturally obviously have to get up because the kids are there, but you're getting up like zombies. But back then it was just you were jumping up and getting around, but now you don't have to.
You do think you do your whole day has changed. I mean, I wake up literally just before I'm meant to start work.
mate, you don't even wake up. You're up about midday.
Oh,
ref, come on, that's a foul.
It is, I thought it was. Oh, good, go on. Handball.
Well done, Soufal. Get stuck in. Well tracked, Deckers.
Crystal Palace, and it's broken down yet again by
well done, Creswell.
Creswell out wide. Who's that?
Fornals.
That's a
good ball to Benrahma. Go on, son! Look, that ball stuck to his foot. I wait! That's a nice ball!
Whip it in.
Oh! It's not going in.
Oh, what's Kiwati doing?
I think Kiwati still thinks he's playing for West Ham.
Nearly an own goal there. Dribbling hard and low by Souček.
Honestly, guys, absolutely brilliant play from Benrahma again.
The keeper just dived over it, hit him in the shins as he was diving down.
Look at Benrahma here. Look at Benrahma. He collects the ball sticks to his foot. He drives forward. He sees Soufal making the overlap and run. Nice weighted ball for him.
I'm telling you, lads, the minute Benrahma scores a goal, he'll go on a spree. I really feel it. Good evening, Peach. Peach is in the house. I hope you're well, mate.
We need
Palace, ball in the middle. Zaha's got the ball in the middle.
Oh, I need to watch that runner.
Broken up again.
Well done,
Oggy.
Go on,
Oggy. Go on, Benrahma. Go on, Benrahma. Good ball out to Antonio. Go on.
Just run.
Go on.
Just run with it.
Go on. Cuts inside to right. Face still through. Go on. Hit it. Fornals out wide right. Go on. West Ham still on the ball. Back to Soufal.
Whip it in.
Fornals. Back to Soufal. Back to Fornals. Still on the right hand side.
Go on,
Soufal. Make a run. Well done, Fornals. That's fine. That's patient. Soufal on the ball. Still on the right hand. Oh, he's not making him do the foot. Go on, Fornals! Oh, great play, West Ham.
Corner ball.
Fornals has done like a kind of... What was he done?
He
dragged...
Mate. Nice of
He
you to join us.
back-heeled it through the Crystal Palace defender's legs. And...
Get in, Antonio.
He had Kiai at 6s and 7s there. Right.
West Ham corner.
West Ham. Bowen to take. Come on, Hammers.
Come on, Bowen.
Come on, Hammers.
We need
a third. We want a third.
Yeah.
Bowen.
Whips it in.
Let it go out. Let it go out, West Ham corner.
Another corner ball. Another corner ball. Who's taking this one?
Bowen again.
Come on, where's Souček? Where's Souček for the hat-trick?
It's Bowen again. Come on, West Ham United. Get it. A good cross in, Bowen. A good whip in. Over it goes.
That's nice. Yes! Dawson! Dawson!
Oh my word!
Yes! What a cross from both. Look at the run from Dawson. Look at that. Bang!
Bang!
Unstoppable header, lads. Unstoppable.
Who was marking it?
Oh my word!
Unstoppable.
It's an attacking run as well.
What a header!
That was like prime Andy Carroll.
Unstoppable.
Look at that! No, what that? I mean, lads, what the hell is going on? Is this our West Ham? Is this our West Ham?
Is that Gary Cahill as well that he's absolutely battered out of the way?
Look at that header! Look at that header!
He bullied Gary Cahill out of the way of that.
Still, remember that time that you watched Dawson on his debut? What was your opening statement?
Oh, mate, I don't remember. But I know you're going to tell me.
No,
I can't remember exactly. But...
I remember what Still said. He was like, "I like to be proven wrong."
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
I actually
that is
said
true.
before he played, I don't think he'll get a game.
Yep.
And
I said
look how wrong
he came
I am.
in as a backup, didn't I? I said when he came in, everyone's moaning we didn't get Tchaikovsky, we brought him in. I said, look, he's got Premier League experience, he knows how to play, and if he needs to cover a game, he'll cover it.
I'm so glad we didn't buy Tarkovsky. So
100%.
glad. Oh,
so,
dear.
did you see? I know all these rumours been falling out from them.
Brilliant tackle from Oggy.
You what, mate? Say that again?
You know, there's been all these rumours of the fallout now from Lampard leaving Chelsea.
Oh.
Apparently, he wanted him as well. That was one of the players he wanted. Was Tchaikovsky.
Did he?
Apparently, he wanted Tchaikovsky and Rice, and that woman who's in charge of the transfer.
Did he want?
Was like, no.
Did he want Beethoven as well, alongside Tchaikovsky?
Yes, he did, mate. Yes, he did. I'll be honest, my pronunciations aren't great.
Tchaikovsky. I'm bad, but that was bad. Tchaikovsky. I kept thinking, Tchaikovsky, is he going to come out with a tune on the pitch or something?
Loan of the
Premier. Mate, I'm worse than you are. Get up, Zaha, you.
Loan of the Premier. Rhonda and Tony Tanti are talking about Craig Dawson here, and they're saying loan of the Premier League season. Do you know what? He's got the potential to be bloody signing of the season, let alone loan of the season.
Well, not after Sofal, mate. Come on.
Sofal, mate, but I tell you what. Fuck me, like Dawson.
I'm glad Jack Wilshere's found his level.
Yeah, he's just scored for Bournemouth. Well, he's gone to a bigger team, hasn't he?
In the FA Cup against
Crawley.
Don't
be so harsh, mate. Calm down,
mate. After all the things he said. West Ham fan, is he? Really?
That's a foul, surely. Apparently he tried to deny it, didn't he? He said, I never said that.
Ben Rama. Unlucky. Unlucky, son.
Oh.
He's given a free kick to West Ham anyway.
Full time? We've still got 22 minutes.
22 minutes, Leo.
To play in this game.
I want to get another. You know what? I'm greedy. I want to get I want us to get a fourth.
Ooh,
Palace are making a sub.
Who's he?
Is that Huddleston?
That's
it looks like Huddleston.
That's Riedewald. And I'm sorry. I feel sorry. You know that guy on yesterday, I said I feel sorry for him. For Palace fans. You're 3-1 down and you're bringing on a holding midfielder.
Is that what he is?
Yes. He's Riedewald is a holding midfielder.
Look at that football. Brilliant football. Declan Rice out wide. Oh, they're confident. Go on,
Brilliant
Deckers.
clever ball. Whip it in.
Chris it in! Safal on the volley! Go on, Antonio! Oh, he's hit
He's
it
done it again. He's done it
We could have scored 7 goals tonight.
Antonio could have scored 7 goals today.
Antonio could have had another Norwich and put 4 goals in tonight.
Honestly, he has had clear-cut chances. He's had about 3 or 4 clear-cut chances
Well,
today.
he's hit the post twice. He had that one where the keeper made.
And he's had that one there, yeah.
And he's had that one as well.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Can we get Dio Becco on? Because I feel at this point he might actually have a chance of scoring.
I
You know,
would love that.
sometimes-
I would
Do you know
love
what?
that.
It's just-
One more
it's just not
goal.
your night.
We score one more, and I would love to see Odebeko come on for 10 minutes.
Because
That
you know
would be
sometimes it's just not your game, is it? You know you're never going to score, and I kind of feel like tonight's one of them games for Antonio where he's just not going to score.
Crystal wants to know, can we get 4? Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Guys,
way
everyone
Palace
who's
are playing-
everyone that's watching, I just want to ask you a quick question. Why do you tune into West Ham United for specifically the matchday lives? Please, I would just want to know your feedback. Why do you tune into the matchday lives?
Go on, West
Anyway,
Ham.
sorry.
Rice breaks it up again.
That's a good question, actually.
Suchek with a good head. Oh, nice. Chase Bow in. Lose it there.
Toby tunes in when he's in the bath.
Please don't
Well,
drop
yeah,
whatever
you can't-
electronic contraption you're using.
Mate, yeah, don't drop your phone in the bath. I don't know if that's covered on phone insurance.
Good interception there by Suchek.
Go on, Deckers.
Go on, Benrahma. Go on. Driving forwards.
Go on, Benny. Go on, Benny.
Go on. Out wide to Fornals. Still got the ball. Go on, he's still got it. He shoots from distance. Oh, it takes deflection. And it goes out for a West Ham corner.
We were asking the other night about a song for Benrahma. Someone came up. There was 2 that they came up with. One was about the Elton John, Benny and the Jets, when they sing Benny, 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 Benny. And there was another one that I've forgotten. Damn it, I didn't write it down. So give us a song for Benrahma. There you go.
Jake came on. Jake came on.
Makes me feel connected. Best atmosphere. Thank you, guys. I tune in for the community, feel and laughs. It is a laugh
That's what it's
here.
about, mate. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
Yanka, I'd just rather listen to you guys than Swedish commentators.
Oh, Dawson was going up there.
Oh,
Decker's on the edge of the box. Feeds
Knock
out
it
to
back.
Creswell. Cross
Whip it
in.
in.
He's put it out.
heading nothing out.
Marcus, you're also entertaining. Great show, and we all connect well. That's true. Reese has written a novel.
Go on.
I tuned in because I
Go
found
on,
the
Ben
streams at the start of Project Restart,
Go on.
looking for a stream of the game,
Flick.
and then fell in love with the channel and the banter.
And you.
Stella has to argue. Andrew, for the good banter and a few laughs. Lee, you guys are so entertaining, a wealth of knowledge. Well, apart from Anton.
Apart from
It's
the-
great show, laughs galore. Well, you got to laugh, haven't you? Rhonda and Tony. Stella's why we watch, hoping you show his one football out.
Palace making a double sub.
Right.
They're bringing on
Milivojevic.
Ayew as well.
Milivojevic for Riedewald, so they've gone a straight swap in midfield.
Good ear.
He's clearly not happy
Yeah.
there.
Ian, where's Ian's comment? Where's it gone? I do it so I don't have to talk.
Yeah, I don't blame
Well,
that,
listen. If you should ask us, why do we do this? Then we'll see what our answer is.
Oh, I'm not saying a word.
Because your missus is right beside you.
That's absolutely correct. Theo, that Greek connection, mate. I've seen more Greek fans doing this than I did going to the games. So that's a.
Oh,
a
good.
nice
Go on,
little thing.
Benrahma. Good tracking back. Benrahma collects the ball deep in the West Ham half. Driving forward. Out wide to Antonio. He's taking his time, making sure West Ham players get composed, come back, feeds the ball back to the halfway line to Creswell.
That's
All
it,
the way
West Ham.
back
We
to
don't have to
Augie.
rush it. Just
Yeah.
keep a bit of possession.
Absolutely.
We're in no rush now. Sorry, I missed that. Who did you come on for?
No idea. Hold on a minute.
I already lost one phone to the bath, watching one of Stel's shows. Jim, Jim's here. Love the
Oh,
Scottish
here he goes.
banter.
Oh, yeah, Dad,
Love the
thanks.
Scottish banter.
I'll have a
He
word with
keeps
you later
saying
on.
he's not Scottish, Jim. Tell us all about that then. I mean,
I'll have a word with him later on.
adopted at birth, adopted.
Oh, listen, good news for my dad, though. He's got his vaccine appointment today.
Oh,
is
well
it?
done.
Nice one.
Him and his mum, my mum. So they're delighted.
My mum had hers on Sunday. She refused to go.
Oh, did she?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she doesn't want it.
Well, there you go.
Ball across. Oh,
Right, let's get back to the game, shall we?
Yeah.
Palace are actually on attack at the moment. Just a cross of.
Here you go, Toby.
Steve
Good
Creswell
evening,
played
Jim.
in.
Jim, this is for
See
you.
if how good header that.
Irons United royalty in the chat. And Jim has
Boggy headed
confirmed
out.
that you are adopted.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear. 74 minutes gone, people. Or with what you're watching, probably 79 minutes gone. We're always behind.
No, they've finished, mate. They're just watching us.
Yeah, they're just watching the chat now. The game's over.
Game's finished.
Benrahma driving forward again on the right hand side. Plays in Declan Rice. Back to Benrahma. Out wide to Bowen.
Who did you bring on
Composed.
Ayew for?
Is Benteke off? No, he's not. Ayew's out wide.
Was it? I've just come off the stream for a minute.
Yeah,
I'll have a look.
Benteke. Oh no, Benteke's there.
I'll come off the stream quickly. I
Ryan
was trying to look. I
Cloud
just
needs the
didn't.
vaccine.
Yeah, it was
He's allergic
Benteke.
to the board. I love that comment you made earlier, Ryan,
So they've
Cloud,
made all
about
three
you
subs?
introducing David Bowie as a DJ back in the 70s. Wow.
I missed their first sub.
Very
Did you know
impressive,
they brought on
mate.
Batchwire?
What?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Is Batshuayi on the park?
Yeah. 66
So they got-
minute, he came on after basically in the melee of us celebrating.
Oh yeah,
scores.
so he is. So where's Zaha? Is Zaha off?
No, he
Who
took
cares?
off
Who cares?
Townsend
Who
for
cares?
Batchwire, and he took off Benteke for Ayew. So they've got
So
like
they've got
Benteke's off,
Benteke.
apparently.
No, he's not. He's,
Zaha, Batchwire, and Ayew on the pitch. They've got four
and
centre
Eze.
forwards and Eze.
Who's that? Who's number 9?
That's Ayew.
Cross in from Crystal Palace.
That was
Benteke's
Ayew.
off.
So Benteke must be off
Benteke's
then.
off. Yeah. Ayew, Zaha, Eze,
Ah, brilliant, Souček.
Batchwire.
Benrahma on the left-hand side, driving
Go on,
forward
Benny.
halfway line,
Unlucky.
tries to cut inside, he's tackled. Thomas Souček's got the ball, camming it down.
Scott says, just a shout out to the lads. These shows are actually really helping our West Ham community stay connected during the pandemic. Thank you, mate.
Cheers, Scott.
Rhonda and Tony in Ulst. All we hear about in Australia, all we hear about is the big clubs and biased pundits. After 40 years, we want to be West Ham fans. You've come to the right place, people. Rhonda and Tony.
But isn't it? This is what it is. It's like we can't get down to the stadium anymore. We can't get to the
Go on.
sports club, so we'll jump on here instead.
Exactly.
Fornals down the left-hand side.
Go on, Pablo. Whip it in, son.
Benrahma.
Benrahma.
Go on, Benny.
Straight through the middle,
That's
Dickers. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot there.
Benrahma.
Benrahma on the edge of the 18-yard box, feeds in Declan Rice. Nice ball. Declan
Nice
Rice carries it
play.
forward for. Oh, go on. Turn and shoot. Lays off Souček. Ah. Jordan Ayew in the ball.
Palace
It's
are on the
4
break.
on
They've got
3.
4 on 3.
Yeah,
How
Eze
did
on
this
the
happen?
left. Eze cuts onto his right foot. What a tackle from Craig Dawson! What an absolute worldie of a tackle from Craig Dawson.
That is Moore-esque, wasn't it?
That is more. That do you know what that is? Moore-esque.
Word.
That is
What a
actually
tackle.
That was ridiculous.
against a quality player with that confidence, that youthfulness. He watched, but he made the tackle at the right
Waited
time.
for the ball.
Do you know where he made it? Right on the edge of the box.
Yeah.
And he waited for the ball. He didn't bother watching.
So
He done
apparently Townsend went off as well as
he went off for Batchwire.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they got Zaha and Eze on the wings and Batchwire and Ayew up front.
Leo, I think you guys should keep the streams up even when they let fans in again, unless you go to see the game, mate. What we try to do and what we'll do when we go back is we'll stream live from the stadium. Well, outside, we're not allowed to film inside.
Oh, Palace from distance. Goal's over.
I love that.
So what,
Nowhere.
Leo? Because we've actually, do you know what? We've actually gained quite a lot of new subscribers. So I've got a season ticket for the London Stadium. I try to make, on average, between
one game a year.
between.
I reckon about 8 or 9 games you get to.
I try,
About half a
yeah.
game.
Well, I used to be 16 games, whatever, prior to kids. Kids came along, and that affects it. So now I try and aim for between 8, 9, 10 games a year, or 8 games at home and maybe 3 or 4 away if I can. Fredericks is coming on, lads.
Coming on.
So we do, if I'm at home, I will always watch the West Ham game, so we'll keep it up when I'm at home as much as I possibly can. But I've missed it so much, as everyone else has, I think I'll
Yep.
be making a lot of an effort to come down more than
Yeah.
I've done.
Yeah, bring the kids down, mate, and just.
Well,
Like,
I think we are. Well, I've always kind of promised to bring Freddie down, so now he's. I mean, I would have brought him down by
And
now.
we always go live at the Supporters Club before the game, don't we?
Yeah.
We'll only give him 1 or 2 runs, not a barrelful.
Still,
Well,
the thing is, though,
one
and
or
Matt,
two runs
people,
from
a lot of
starting
people who have subscribed to us in the last year won't even know what we normally do.
That is really true,
No.
you know.
Yeah.
That is really true. Yeah, Leo, we put on shows on the, at the Supporters Club. You know,
So we're
before
all
the game,
members of
after
the
game.
There's the official supporters club that have been trying to find a kind of new home for many a year since we've moved the stadium, but they found a kind of temporary home which is at the what's it called again?
The Last Resort, is it, or something like that?
Last Drop,
Last drop.
which is
is
just
next
below
to
the orbit,
that's at the orbit.
right
Right
outside the
side,
stadium.
the big
right by
red
the stadium.
Yeah.
metallic monstrosity outside the stadium.
But I tell you what,
people,
location is brilliant.
Whoever is,
Yeah.
does go to games, get subscribed to the Supporters Club. You might come on our channel. There you go. We interview people at the Supporters Club before the game and after the game. So,
But
Who do you
but
reckon
what,
Fredericks is coming on for?
but
don't
what we
know.
do,
Oh,
Sufal. Oh, stay up to him. Oh, well done, Dawson. Get rid of it. Oh, Suchek.
I mean,
Benrahma.
Go on,
Go on,
Benny.
Benny.
That's nice play.
Oh,
Back heel to Jared. Oh, he's totally taking him out, ref.
taking him out.
It's got to be a
on,
yellow
ref.
card. But what we do is, when we do the games, when we go to the
What's
games,
Zaha on the floor?
Get up,
He's having a
Zaha,
wince
you
again.
Muppet.
when
I
we
mean, to
do
be
the
fair,
games
he's
at the
laying on
stadium, we don't let, even though we do the channel, we try and make it as natural to our day because we're very aware that these streams can take over. But the first and foremost thing is we're absolutely 100% West Ham fans. So the minute
Well,
we've
from you being a Killie fan, but
we've
other
done
than
it, we've done it all
You
along.
being a Chelsea fan.
We've done it all along though, and we have said Bowen's off, by the way, and Fredericks is on.
Yeah, Fredericks on for Bowen.
So he's gone defensive, hasn't he? That's all right.
Well,
Right.
10 minutes to go. I mean, it's either 5 at the back or he's just putting pace in front of Suchek.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
Anyway, we interview people, and do you know what? If it has a massive effect on our day, but it doesn't really though. We just kind of all take turns, don't we? And we have a right good drink, and the more drinks we have, the more crazy the stream
The more
goes.
interesting the video gets.
Yeah.
And the Supporters Club sell discounted drinks, so you can imagine you get a
Soft
double-
drinks, coffee,
double-
tea,
You can imagine, but you can't imagine with Stell because he never buys a round in. So
and he never
Shut
turns
up.
up on
Everyone
time.
else is.
Mate, don't listen to that Scottish git.
That wasn't me. That was Matt. That was Matt.
Samuel, bro, you don't know how helpful these streams are. We're glad that, mate. It really it's good to hear that people love
Cool,
these streams
Sam.
for that. Toby gets more hype for these streams than the actual game itself. Ironclad, yeah, it is a long way for him to travel, but fair play to him.
Does travel.
Does
Yeah.
Done it since I was a
Mate, he
kid.
gets here early as well. I mean, what time I met you before, didn't I?
Yeah,
It was like
Matt-
9 in the morning.
Matt's no, even earlier, mate. Matt's raging because every time I try and meet people, I'm like, Matt, I'll be there in London about 7 o'clock. Are you around? He was like, yeah, all right, mate.
Zach Lab, we
Well,
have
I only
another
live
check
just
in the
over the
in the
night,
house.
so
Daniel
stand him up,
Zacic,
Sufal.
the best West
Get
Ham
it
match
close
of
to
the
that,
season
Fredericks.
yet. It's been pretty good, mate. It's been pretty good.
Just keep it up,
Welcome,
West Ham.
Daniel. Welcome.
Oh, shoots from distance, goes wide. That'll do. Zach.
Nah, it's comfortable. But the worst bit is
Yeah,
though, is I
Bowen
live
subbed
quite
again.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say still. Yeah, again, that's you add it to your list. I don't know.
but
If
I
you're
think
still
this time,
recording
I
it.
think this time round-
Yarmolenko coming on.
Coming on for who?
That'll be
Who's your man of
Antonio,
the
wouldn't
match?
Antonio.
Tocek. It's got to be Tocek.
Antonio.
Fredericks man of the
Antonio
match,
coming
hands
on.
down. Yeah, makes sense. Unfortunately, it does make sense because
But Antonio looks gutted, and he's gutted. Do you know why? Because he's missed 4 clear
absolute sixers.
Yeah.
Well,
WMP,
he hit
they
the
get
post-
hammered down the Supporters Club and stream on their phones. Oh,
yeah,
mate, it is a bit.
Mate, yeah,
It is a bit messy. It is a bit messy.
nearly as messy as Stell.
Peach would love to get on our channel. Well, we might invite you. Peach. You never know. Never know. Toby, I'll run the watch along when you get back, lads. Anton, want to go halves on your season ticket? I'll give you the games that you can't. I'll get to the games that you can't. There you go.
Toby,
There's
where
an
do you
offer
live?
there.
Toby, where do you live?
Toby, let us know.
Brett, that was a high foot.
Oh, what a tackle from Declan
Well
Rice.
played, Dick.
Benrahma out wide. Fredericks.
Go on, Fredericks. Go on, Flash. Get down that wing.
Marcus, you work at security industry. I hope help to get help up at the. Oh, are you at the Olympic Stadium, mate? Nice one. We'll have to find out where you stand. So you can let us in for nothing.
I had the chance to work there when I was in college. I forgot
did you?
Part time.
What? What was that from Dawson? That was an unbelievable clearance.
I was like, I got a season ticket. Why would I want to go there? I was like, oh no.
Backlav, since I'm being paid mugs from
By
Mind
mugs.
United, I paid by mugs. I have to say, all spectators here, please give the like to this very fine people of West Ham United. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Vinay. Bowen turns into a pumpkin on 81 minutes. That's why he gets.
Mate, he did not look happy when he came off. He was fuming.
He didn't really have a very good game, though, did he? But, you know, a son is.
Oh, Palace from distance. Oh, it goes wide. That'll do.
That'll do.
That was a good attempt,
yeah, but they're now 5 minutes to go. They can't actually break down that defence. They're going for it.
Michael, that's Zaha loves him. He sure does. He sure does.
Gene got all their best players on.
I've upset someone. Who are you calling the Scottish?
Go on, Gene.
Only this one.
Only this one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this one.
Scotsman who supports England, by the way. I just have to let you know that.
Oh, here we go again. Stop it.
I do though. I mean, I've been to more England games probably than the two yous put together.
Yeah. What, when they played Scotland up in Scotland?
Yeah. West Ham, Fornals, still got the
wiped
ball.
out.
Oh, go on, Fornals! Feeds in Fredericks! I don't know what happened there with Pablo.
That football was ridiculous. He just turned into prime Lionel Messi for about 5 seconds there for Fornals.
Again, for anyone that's watching, we will be live about...
Do I support England? Yes, mate, I do. Born and raised here, unlike Anton. I'm sorry.
You think it annoys me? It doesn't annoy me.
But it's true. That's why should the truth annoy you?
It doesn't. If anyone else, listen, go and check out our transfer show earlier today. We've done one earlier this morning. Go and check out the West Ham Weekly that still did last night. If you've got 3 hours spare in your day, Noble's coming on.
We're going to see this game out now.
Ben Rama. Well done, Ben Rama. Well done. Ben Rama played well.
Banana Rama's coming off.
I'll be honest with you. Where's that question gone? Who's my separate team? Who's the team that plays in claret and blue? Oh damn! The name's gone.
I know who you're talking about.
They're out in Paralimni.
Didn't Jibril Cisse play for them?
Don't know.
Just for the fact that they
play. Is it not claret and grey? Is it not grey?
No, they play in claret and blue. Apparently, the story goes.
Oh, is it not Barcus?
Barbacus? Are we in we history book now? I don't know. Are they playing claret and blue? And apparently, the story is that West Ham lent them shirts years back, and they adopted those colours as their team kit.
Oh, I think I found them.
Go on, West Ham. Go on. We'll play Noble.
Is it not Trabzon? How do you pronounce it?
That's Turkish, mate. Stop it.
That's Turkish.
What are you talking about? What league are you talking? Oh, sorry. Shit.
Separate league,
Greek
not
league.
Turkish league. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that, Theo, for his ignorance. Thinking that we were in Turkey.
My bad.
87 minutes gone. There is still a game on.
I don't actually clue. What actually made me do that?
I know, exactly, Theo. Exactly.
Turkish,
I know. Apologies, Theo, mate.
It's still Turkish, you know.
Listen,
there you go. Enos's Neon Paralimni. Well,
we will be live. We'll be live.
You'll say that again.
What are we saying? 10:08? 8:15?
No, as soon as we can. I'll help you with the images if you want.
Right, no, I can get them. Right, we'll go. It's 10:02. The game's not going to finish for another 5 minutes. Realistically, by the time you do whatever you do,
10 past, 8:15?
10 past.
But right, okay. 8:15 then.
Well, yeah, that's still time, isn't it? If you say 10 past, it'll be 8:15.
good tackle there, West Ham.
Right, we've got just over a minute plus injury time.
I mean, like, I am mightily impressed. I am mightily impressed. I have to be honest. And also to stick it to Zaha, the arrogant little git that he is. Another great challenge there by broken down again. And they've offered nothing in attack apart from their first 2 minutes. Other than that, they've offered nothing.
Well, apart from that, they had that one chance at the start of the second half, didn't they? Yeah. That was it. And that was a mistake. Well, I think Rice tackled him and kicked it into him, and he put Zaha in 1-on-1, didn't he? And Fabianski saved it. But you're right, apart from that one chance, they've offered absolutely nothing.
Man of the match, Bebo, it's got to be Souček for me. I mean, he's been everywhere today. John, absolutely, mate. It's what I've been saying. We've looked so composed. You know, Lee, best team in London. There you go.
Yeah. Technically, at least for a day, we will be, yeah.
I think there'll be quite a bit of time added on because of the bumps on the head.
The head clash. Yeah, that's true. Antonio don't look happy, but that's what you get when you miss like 4 sitters, mate. What 3 sitters?
6 minutes.
Well, you did say they were down for a long time.
Now's the time I'd bring on Odubeko and get the fourth.
Mate. No subs, is there?
Oh, we've done all the subs, haven't we?
Done all the subs, haven't we? Frederick.
Nice one there, Peter. £10 on.
And
£125 back. Well done.
Fancy a mug, mate?
Oh, you mercenary.
I was joking. Oh, I'm only joking.
Oh, get up, Zaha. You're so boring, mate. Absolutely boring.
You see, he did get up, though. Like, the ref was just like, no, just keep playing. And he like literally got up and started sprinting. Good ball, yep, 4 hours. Go on, Yama.
Ian,
Go on, Yama.
I'm glad I read the whole of that comment, mate, because I started reading, when West Ham win like this, it's normally a good time for my missus. And then you carry on to ask to book a holiday or something. Capitalise on my good mood. Not this year. No, well, no one can go away.
Well, I've got a holiday booked. I don't think I'm going now.
When are you got a holiday booked?
Where are you supposed to be going?
July.
Where to?
You should be all right by then. We're hoping to get away in April. We really are.
Mate, you've got no chance.
You don't know, mate.
April.
I've got a chance.
We managed to get away 3 times last year.
Yeah, I know you did, mate, but this is different. Yeah. My niece, I'm going to tell you a little story, and I hope my family ain't watching, but my niece's boyfriend bought for her Christmas a trip to Prague.
Oh, well. That's
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Because he's not in April though, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's quite clever because he's not actually he's obviously paid a deposit, but not had to pay for the holiday." So she was buzzing until everyone was like, "Oh, you're probably not going to be able to go."
Go on 4 hours. Go on 4 hours. Go on.
Oh, he looks hurt.
4 hours is down here. He looked like a good tackle from the first angle from Kiarte. They were sort of striding down the wing. It looked like a good tackle. Just like he got. Yeah, that's a solid tackle.
Yeah, it's a good tackle. Yeah.
It's his standing leg gets caught in between his legs as he goes. It's his second tackle. Yeah, he's going to feel that.
Don't change, mate. We've run out of.
That's all right. There's only 3 minutes left. Long ball looking for Yarmolenko.
Oh, go on, Nobes. Oh, go on,
Talented Mark Noble Cruyff turn there. That's poor Yarmolenko. Couldn't even stay on.
Totally agree with you, Scott. He does completely destroy his own talent in the way he behaves. Totally agree.
Who?
Zaha
they're talking about.
Peach reckons that Benrahma's better than Eze. Well, Benrahma's played, not great at the start, but he got into the game, didn't he? And Another decent performance by the lad. I like him. I think he's a decent player. Crossover
Palace
from
working
Palace, cleared away.
I would say in the
Back
first game
in.
back in December, Eze had the better game. I'd say today, Ben Rama's had the better game. But I would say the way the teams are set up, Eze is going to struggle in that team.
Yeah. Whereas Benrahma will be given the freedom to.
Yeah, he's got other attacking players around him. Whereas Eze, he's got Zaha, but that's it. Until the last 10 minutes when they're 3-1 down, and then Hodgson decides to
Well,
bring
now's
his
the way you
attacking
go. Go on,
Go
mate.
for
Go
it,
on,
Pablo.
mate. Go on, mate.
Go on,
Nice
Pablo.
cut back.
Go on, lay it off,
Go on.
lay it off.
Oh, unlucky. That was unlucky though. He's. Is you getting in trouble still?
I'm shouting.
He's doing an Anton. He's shouting down the microphone.
Go on, Lenny. Get stuck in.
Just over a minute left. Palace on the attack
Pardon
on
my
the
order,
halfway line.
people. I do apologise. Oh,
Zaha cuts inside.
Oh, you are rubbish, man. Oh, look, and then he throws his arms up in the air when he's messes up.
I'm sorry. That
is why I don't want him.
He's got no one else to moan at there but himself. And if he's moaning at himself, fair enough.
Yeah.
But
he has a go at his own players. Mate, you're overrated, Zaha. I'm sorry.
Noble just slowing it down there.
Well, nothing more that he can do than slow
That's
it
his
down,
job.
isn't it?
That's his job. That's what he's on the pitch for right now. Just slow it down.
People, we are 20 seconds away from and yet another brilliant performance. We are in Champions League.
Seven wins in a row since the start of the. Yeah, it's 7 wins in a row, isn't it? All
It
competitions
is.
now. And you know what? I don't know if anyone did even see this comment. It was before, I want to say, the West Brom game.
There's 10 seconds to go. QPR have got the ball.
Riedewald out inside.
Playing it through. They're playing it through. Oh!
Batshuayi.
3-2.
Goal.
Batshuayi.
Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That was a bit of a downer to end the game.
Who cares, mate? We've walked away with 3 points. Moyes won't give it. He'll be disappointed, but
He'll be annoyed. Clever flick. Holds off Creswell, and that's a good finish.
No,
Makes you
it's
wonder why he's
decent
sitting
from
on the
them.
bench.
It was decent from them.
Yeah. Makes you wonder why they got them two sitting on the bench. Are you and Zuck Dingy? Are you and Batshuayi? Through the legs of Creswell. That's what done it. You always get
game over.
But I think that is it.
All
Last
right.
kick of the game, wasn't it? Yeah.
Conceding 2 goals to Palace was disappointing, but hey, you know.
Matt, what was my prediction, mate?
Oh, did you say 3-2?
Yep.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Look, I don't care. We won.
No, I know.
I hope that doesn't cost us 4th place. Are we there by points?
No,
or are we there?
it's points, mate. It's points.
Points.
Well, they're on points. Yeah.
Well, all right. So what? They scored, but who cares?
I don't
We
really
got
care.
the 3
They can have it.
Mate,
Don't
who
matter.
cares?
Yeah,
We're
I don't care.
We're 4th in the fucking league. I'd say, to be honest, I know we conceded that goal, but Antonio himself could have had 4 goals.
He could have, yeah. Right.
Also,
hang on, lads.
They've just
Hang
got on
on.
it 97th minute.
Let's
So it was a minute
just
over the added time. And we had 6 minutes.
let me just do something for a second. And welcome to West Ham United. We're about to get into the game against Crystal Palace. I don't know what it's going to be like today, but we do stand a good chance. Am I dreaming that we've just won 3-2 away
I'm still
from home?
confused. I'm still confused at what you've done there.
It's like as if it didn't happen. Oh,
No,
see,
I
you
know.
missed the point. You missed the point.
It's
4th place, Champions League. I mean, I don't know what to say. You know what? I'm not accustomed to this. Oh, Sean wants to come on. Oh, should we invite Nigel on, because he hates it when we get Nigel on?
He's watching. He's watching you right now.
Who is? Sean.
Yeah, he can hear you saying it. This is still live, so he knows that you're going to bring Nigel on.
He knows you're going to set him up.
We'll send you one. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just not used to this. I'm kind of like speechless. Am I talking to myself?
You know, I'm going to let you two talk off while I set up the show, starting in 15 minutes.
All right. Any thoughts? I think what's thrown me is the fact that they scored a goal.
Yeah, I'm not letting it affect me. It's a bit like they can score right at the end, but
yeah,
that's why we needed that third goal. To be honest, though, someone made a comment a little while up. Who was it? Let's see if I can get back to it. Yeah, Reece should have been 7-2.
Yeah,
pretty much. Antonio
should have scored
four clear chances, didn't he?
Yeah. But this is just like I know teams below us have got games in hand, but
mate, well, how many points did we get last
myself.
year? Did we get to 39 points last year, or 38 or something?
Well, it took us. I had the stat. It took us 30 odd games to get us to 32 points last season, and it's taken us less than half that.
We've won half our games this year. We've played the position of the table now is we've played 20 games, fourth in the table, played 20, won 10, drawn 5, lost 5. We've only lost 5 games out of 20.
I know I'm seeing it happening in front of me, but I'm really shocked.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I really am. I mean, what do you think?
Sink in. We've only lost 5 games out of 20 in the league this year, and one of them was fucking Newcastle. That's
Newcastle
the mad thing as well.
Yeah. Newcastle and Arsenal. And
the Arsenal game we should have won.
I think we got cheated out of the loss against Man United. Who else have we lost to?
Liverpool.
Who else have we lost?
That Salah penalty.
Salah penalty didn't deserve to. They didn't deserve to win that. I mean, everyone's saying it. I'm getting a nosebleed. You know, it's like, when does the Champions League start? Neil's singing "Forever Blowing Bubbles." We're above Liverpool. Okay, Scott reckons they scored the last goal. Moyes out. That's it. I agree. I think Moyes is a terrible manager. John, we're not a bad side. Great performance. Stu says we're 4th place. Neil, not sure. Let's get him on, but we'll get we'll get him on. We'll get them both on. What else have we got here? Too close for comfort, Richard. They scored in the dying seconds, mate. We were all over.
They scored over the dying seconds.
Exactly. Crazy Cole. I'm busy with these heights. Toby, I don't want to be mean, Neil, but he sounds like a donkey from Winnipeg. Who's that? Who's the donkey from Winnipeg? Who sounds like that? Happy Hammer, 4th in the league. I really am. I mean, this is just, you know, this is what makes it even more upsetting. The fact that we're not at the stadiums being able to take all this in, you know, and it's a great comfort to be able to actually, you know, have these shows on and, you know, being able to share it with people. But it's unbelievable. I'm really quite. I'm lost for words. I'm so happy. You know, it's just brilliant. Anton is setting up the review show. We're going to have more laughs on that. I'm sure we are. So do join us at 8:15 for that. I am lost for words. I really am. I don't know what. Great performance, but Moyes will be critical about the last 15 minutes. Yeah, I think he'll be really upset that we allowed them to score another goal. James, I'm not a troll, but I'm tempted to visit some dipper sites. Is that bin dipper sites or Long Dark? It's been a long time since we were this happy. I know. It's been so miserable the last few seasons that you know.
Just enjoy it while it lasts, mate.
Well, you know what though? The difference is, I think it's going to last. I think it's going to be like we will lose a game. We will lose another game eventually. My gut tells me, I reckon we're going to beat Liverpool at the weekend. You know, and but we will We will lose a game, but I don't. It won't matter. It can't dampen the spirit I feel about the way we are at the moment. It's just there you go, Theo. What a joy. Vegeta, hello mate. Go go go. You know, it's Jay Woods, good evening. We need a drive on and sign a striker and a central midfielder. Watch this space. Apparently we're getting both, mate. So you know, watch out for the news that'll break. We're massive, Lee. London is claret and blue. I mean, when was the last
mate, it is.
Well, when was the last time you were this happy? You know, it was the last season at the Boleyn, and it wasn't even.
This is beyond that. No, this is beyond that.
Exactly. You know, Reece reckons we're going to beat Liverpool. I reckon we're going to beat Liverpool. I reckon we're going to bloody well take it to them. You know,
we'll give them a good game. We'll give them a good game.
Peter, yes, lost for words. So happy. What a nice position to be in fourth, as you said. I mean, usually by this time of the season, we have a black cloud over our heads, don't we? And moaning about yet another relegation battle. And here we are. We're in fourth place, people. Okay, there's teams below us that have got games in hand, but they've got to win those games in hand. And I reckon when we beat Liverpool at the weekends, okay, let's stick our necks out. Europe, yes or no?
We've got to be in the conversation now. But I keep saying no, and I keep saying I hope people ignore us and we go under the radar. But we have to be in the conversation, along with the likes of Everton and Southampton. I think this is another year.
I reckon we're doing
the Leicester won the title, which is the last year that was last year.
Okay,
right, wasn't
okay.
it?
Let's push the boat out. Title contenders?
No. We haven't got the money or the squads to compete for that. I still think Man City have run away with it. I think Liverpool should be there, but their owners won't buy another. They need one centre back to be back up there. They won't do it.
Okay. So title contenders, no. Champions League.
If they keep this run going, they've got a shout, and you can't deny it. I would say they're aiming for sixth.
I would say we're aiming for
because so many teams. Yeah, but look at what I'm saying. Is look at the results. There is no runaway leader this year. Every
Which
year,
is why
you normally get 2 or 3 teams. As I said, we could sustain it if we could sustain. Look, we've just played 20 games. We've won 10 of them. So we won in 2 games. If you keep that up for the rest of the season, then yes, you could. Winning every 2 games is really Champions League form.
Look at this.
We get ahead of ourselves.
80s was Liverpool. 90s was Man United era. This is our time. Stu, mate. I mean, you talk about David Moyes when he first came to West Ham, and we're kind of like, oh, all right. And then he, I think Alf said it earlier on. It wasn't my first choice, but when he kept us up the first time round, I thought to myself, well, it won't hurt to give him a run. And then we got rid of him and got Pellegrini in, and I got all excited about Pellegrini. And then when Moyes came back in, I must admit, I wasn't up for Moyes.
I wasn't keen on him. No, I wasn't.
And with fair play to the man, you know, look what he's done. I mean, we've criticised him. You know, I've called him one-dimensional. I've called him boring. I've asked if he's got an alternative option to the way he plays. It's ironic, really, because since Masuaku got injured, we've had to change our system. He's been forced to change it. Do you remember we used to say the only time Moyes will change a team if he's forced to do it? He won't change it because he wants to. And when we've had certain injuries, he's been forced to make changes. And I just wonder, with Masuaku going out, you know, he's been forced to change his system.
Let's go back to the 4 at the back again, yeah.
It's gone back to the 4 at the back, but he's made it work. He's made it work.
Options.
Yeah. Cryptic. Just hope Moyes gets the contract at the end. He will definitely get the contract. There is absolutely no doubt about it.
He wants it. The owners want it. They're just not in a rush to do it. And he said that.
They're not in a rush to do it. They're not in a rush to do it. And I just think it's going to be interesting because I've always been saying that he'll get 2 more years. I reckon he'll get longer. Yeah,
I reckon he will. I reckon he can get at least 3 years with the option of another year or something.
I think you're right. Good evening, Ali. Greetings from the Northern Carolina in the USA. Andy Delors for striker. Don't know who he is, mate, but do you know anything about Andy Delors?
Does he play for Montpellier or something? I think he's like a 28-year-old, 29-year-old.
Oh, he's the guy that plays alongside Laborde.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
I think that's his name. I think that's him. Yeah, the reason I say about the title is there's currently, as we stand at the table, Southampton are 10th on 29 points. Man United are first on 40. There is only 11 points between first and 10th. That's why I say you can't pick where this season's going to go. It's so tight that I generally...
Well, we don't have to worry about anyone else. We just worry about ourselves, and the more we get, the better.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. It's, as I said, if they keep it up, but the thing you pointed out, you said about normally at this point of the season, we've got the stress and the anxiety and the worry of a relegation battle. Like I said it last night, and I can say it again now. There's the only way they're going to get pressure now is they put the pressure on them, thinking, "Oh, we can go for Europe, we can go for this."
Yeah.
There's no pressure on them now. They've got 35 points.
There's no pressure.
I would say, off the top of my head, it took them like 36 games to get to that point last year.
Yeah. As I said, I think it took
36 games last year. We were on 37 points, and that was when we beat Watford. So maybe the game before that might have been like the Norwich game. Might be 35 games, 35.
Yeah, we won 4-0. Neil reckons that Messi and Ronaldo now want to be hammers. Mark, yes to Europe. I'm loving this. More game and banter. I want us to win the cup, even if it's a sacrifice for a European. But then we can get into Europe through the cup. So I want to. We are.
There's no reason to not go for it now.
We're 5 points below first place.
That's what point I'm trying to make. Is that's how tight the league is. Like I said to you, it's 5. We're 5 points below first. 5 points below us, 10th.
Long Dark. That was our best ever season, finishing third. What do you think, Long Dark? Can we get there? Do you think we can do it this season?
Right. Last year, 35 games. I think that was the week. That was the week round that we. I believe it's the week we beat Norwich. I'm trying to see. Yeah, we beat Norwich 4-0. That was game 35 last year. That put us on 34 points.
Game 35.
Game 35. We played 20 games and we've got more points. We're on 35 points now after 20 games.
John, I wonder what Pellegrini's thinking. He's thinking he's missed a great opportunity, is what he's thinking.
I don't think he has, because I'm not being funny. I don't think with the players we've got, he could still get the same thing out of it. Because the way we play, we don't play the same way. Moyes has come in and gone, first things first, you guys can't defend.
He sure did.
He did. And he went, right, we're going to sort the back out and go forward.
Craig Dawson, mate, on loan. No one wanted him. What's that? No. 3 goals now? And then, I mean, what can you say about him? Mandy, great results. Stelios was right. Practically walloped them if it wasn't for the post. Well, as you said,
we hit the post twice. And we could have been 7-2.
Chris Power for live now. Okay, people, why don't we jump over, click the new link, and we'll carry on with this banter. I promise you, I'll try and start talking coherently because I am kind of shell shocked. I mean, I'm really happy, extremely happy, and it's just brilliant. But I've become so accustomed to being miserable, with West Ham, and now it's like, we're dreaming of Europe, and someone else said it. I forgot to put it up. We could do the double this season. We could win the cup and get and get into. Well, I know we'll get into Europe through the cup, but and then finish in a top 6 league place. I mean, Marcus, the wife's not happy as a Chelsea fan, and the news of their manager on an 18-month contract. Don't care. We're 4th. Mark Pinch, yes, it's real. It is real. It is real. Michael, Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, and Chelsea got away with murder. Yeah, it's our turn, isn't it? Right. Are we jumping off? Any last comments before we go on to the review?
No, mate. It's like I said. It's a bit 4th place, lads. At least, even if it's only for the day, we are 4th place today after 20 games into the season.
I don't sound like a West Ham fan, mate. I've been through the worst. I've seen us win cups. I've seen us get relegated. I've seen us in Europe. and I never thought after the 2006 Cup final that we would do anything again. And you know, the last season at the bowling was great, but as you said, Matt, this one's even better. On Swasler, Socek gets a double portion of potato salad. I don't know what he puts in his potato salad, but I want some of that. I'll tell you that for nothing. Right, let's go on to it's John. 3 o'clock in the morning. Going to turn, mate. Thank you for joining and staying with us for so long. Have a good night. And for all of you that want to stay on, please do join us for the review that's happening in a couple of minutes. So just switch over, and we'll start all over again. See you in a little while.